And welcome to LAWhammer, where our glorious heroes have just, literally this second, come up with their plan. And let me just say that this plan is very well planned. Deep thought, much consideration. I have a bunch of things to say before we get going into the depth of everything that's going to be occurring today. Number one is that this is quite clearly not going to be the finale of The Power Behind the Throne that many of you who have read the book will be expecting. Before we started this stream, there was, for me, quite a lot of planning for all the different things that they might potentially do. And it's fair to say that only one of them is even slightly close to the finale that The Power Behind the Throne sort of says, it happens this way! I've run it so many times and it's only ever happened that way once, and I kind of forced the issue. So get that out your head immediately if you've already read the adventure. Do not expect this to be the outcome. But you never know. Players, who knows where they'll go?
Players gonna play.
Yeah, players gonna play.
I'm gonna kiss Dagmar.
Yeah. Suddenly the smooching of Dagmar begins. Boom, shaka, what, wow. But that aside. That all aside, I don't know where this one's going is basically what I'm trying to intimate to you. Also, this is what I consider to be a relatively fine example of a very big grognard box. For those of you out there thinking, how could I do things differently? Well, there's almost certainly going to be many you could do things like this if you desperately wish to, but I don't recommend it because it's totally over the top and crazy. That's number one. Number two, it's very possible it could go very, 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 very badly. I don't know how well many of you out there are aware of the Enemy Within and its various plot steps. The Power Behind the Throne often ends in a relatively, almost mundane fashion. Not our one.
If we were aware of the Enemy Within, it wouldn't be much of an adventure.
Well, not our one. This one could end really badly. It might end well. I mean, I'll admit it. It might end well. But I know my PCs now. And I just listened to the plan that they're going to go for, and it's so out of there that I love it. The plan that they're going for is so beyond anything that any PC group that I've seen have ever done that I'm beyond excited to see this one lands, because I don't know. They're going to receive information that most PC groups don't. So that in and of itself is just going to be very interesting. The next thing I need to say is that we've done several side streams for this particular episode. So if you're watching live or if you're watching on the first airing of it, there's going to be some episodes you've not seen. Don't worry. Literally nothing happens in those that are going to significantly impact this, other than it influences their decisions as to what plan they're going to go for. And throughout the course of this stream, it's inevitable that some of the details that happen in that are just going to be dropped in and will pop up. But we'll be posting all of those over the course of the next week or so. Quite a few things drop down. For those of you who are all access patrons, you'll already be aware of what some of the plots entail, because we had a little bit of a sidey. Here's some of the images and what they're amounting to. But trust me when I say, one or two of them are going to have an unexpected turn, particularly because a certain stream that I thought was finished, just as it was coming to an end, Andy went, critical! I was like, okay, that'll give you access to information. Do another roll to see how well that comes out. Critical! With his hand shaking. Sigmar himself shining down upon his dice. It was a lovely moment that you will inevitably get to see at a slightly later date. And it has potentially impacted where this individual stream will begin. I will also note that before we started playing today, there was quite a lot of XP spending going on. You may indeed note that I think has there been a bit of a change around of seats here? Yeah. Because somebody has moved up an initiative in the hope that that will make a difference when they face off against whatever the hell they end up pushing themselves towards.
1 point.
All right.
He's got a weapon that is fast, so it doesn't really matter.
But it does if you're on an initiative test. Yeah. Okay, with that all in place, pardon me, some XP.
Yay!
Okay, so I'm going to offer you all just a block. And it's going to be a block for all the side streams and for the previous session as well. Our previous session where we did manage to actually do pretty damn well.
Try not to look so surprised, Andy.
Well, there have been quite a lot of time in Middenheim when you were meandering around and, I don't know, chasing
We occasionally-
hot
We
spring.
occasionally get it.
Or whatever else it may have been. But you made significant progress, found out some core information, and then have used that information to come up with their scheme. It's brilliant. So that being the case, that was good. The information that we got from the side streams as well were good. So the Tales of Middenheim. So I'm going to give you, which you will get to spend in a flurry before the episode
my
begins, if you wish to do so, but you only have a roundabout, however long it takes me to spraff after giving you the number.
Aaron, break the stream.
And the end of the credits. You will have 210. On top of that 210 haul, which I think is a pretty hefty one, I can see a talent possibly dropping on that one. On top of that, has anybody managed to do their short-term ambition?
Well, we did our party short-term ambition.
Yeah.
Party! Which is?
We found Dagmar.
Find armor.
We found Dagmar.
Ding, ding, ding! 50 XP for everyone. Holy shit, you're going to end up with tons.
Yeah.
Anything else?
So, I would argue, and this is an arguing one, but I would argue my short-term ambition was to avenge Nils. Now, as a result of the Sigmar-inspired genius, and I found the specific individual who was explicitly responsible for what happens to Nils, and I fucked her day up big style by damaging that plan. Now, it's maybe not complete avenging, I'll give you that, but I would argue I've at least partially avenged him.
Yeah.
I quite like that.
A vengeance is in train.
Because really, the demon was compelled. So killing the demon isn't actually avenging him.
Yeah.
The
I
person
agree.
who caused him to be
I agree.
ensnared.
So, it's not vengeance. Vengeance is mine. It's not that.
It's a more
But it's
restrained
most certainly. Damn that Sigmarite priest! With a big fisty shaky moment. So I'm going to say 25 for that, and you can retain it if you wish, if you want to pursue it for possibly a 50 later. Or you can change it into something else.
Remember, I was supposed to find the location of the Wolf Palace,
Yes,
and you said that I'd sort of found it and I could cash it in and change
sort
it.
of found it, yeah.
Can I do that now?
Yeah, you're in exactly the same place.
Okay, I can't remember how much you said.
I'm going to say 20.
I think it was 11.
Question.
Like 5.
Yeah. Question for you.
Yes.
We know that the Hellsteins now know that Birdie isn't dead,
Correct.
and they put a hit out on her.
Yes, they did.
Does that count as being recognised by the head of the Hellstein
I think
family?
it
Just not in a good
you know
way.
What? I love that. Yes, I'm going to give you your 50.
Thank you.
You are on their lips, and a hit has been put out. You are recognised as
I mean, yay, but also
probably,
boo.
Yeah.
probably a bastard of their line. Love it. Anyone else got any petitions? Oh, Gerhard, look, you serious.
Fix Lucas.
What
seems
do we go
fine now.
fix? Yeah, Lucas is moving. He's up and about.
Yeah.
Not dead. It's better than one of your other mentors.
He's not dead. He's not exactly capable of doing much, but he's most certainly capable of eating, sleeping, moaning,
What else is
groaning,
there to do?
playing a bit of stones, laughing at some sort of anecdote that you throw at him about the hijinks of said party. So yeah, I'm going to give you that one too, 50. Oh,
Beautiful.
cripes, everyone's clashing in.
Seek advice from each PC. Done.
Oh, right, yeah.
And get spiritual enlightenment. I would argue,
Side stream!
Yeah,
Ding, ding, ding.
everyone.
You got it.
100%.
I think that's it down. I love it. Is Elric by himself not claiming anything?
I had arguments already to back her up there in case
Yeah,
they
yeah,
were
no,
We haven't recorded it yet, but he's
Yeah.
made the 15 daggers.
Yes,
right?
he will have.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, ding, ding, ding. There's a small part of me that
We've
thinks
got an idea. For that.
I should go with the idea that Andy pitched to me for that side. stream.
Yes.
Yes.
Which is basically just.
No.
Just-
It's progressed.
You'll see. I quite like it. It's a good idea. Wow, did everybody get one?
Yeah.
Okay, so anyone want to claim a new one if they can manage to do it in the very short term part?
So, this might be metagaming, in which case I've got a backup one that I was going to do for the session after.
Okay, love,
but
love,
this
love.
episode is called The Silver Flame.
It is.
And my previous one I had was to have a vision in the presence of the Silver Flame. So potentially short term doing that, and then I'll switch it to the one that we discussed for the session after.
I think short term for that's quite good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, Andy's down. Anyone else?
mine was remove the influence over the local Ranaldon top, the like negative influence, because I think
Are you wanting to stick with that, or do you want to change it?
no, that's the new one I
That's
want.
the new one you want to go for. Remove the negative influence over the Ranelons.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I'd like to find some elf arrows. I'm going back to that.
Love it.
I'd like to stab someone 15 times with 15 daggers.
What,
You
just
don't need
once
to do
with each
15
one?
daggers,
Yeah.
but if you want, I will let the stab someone 15 times go, and we can do a count to see if it goes.
That's
No.
more of a birdie thing.
I will count stab or burn if you wish.
No.
Is it stab or burn 15 people, or stab or burn one person 15 times? Or is it any combination of the two?
I would say that there would be a debate upon trying to claim it.
Nice.
Um,
We also need a party
Yeah, I was
short term.
just
Yes,
about
you
to
do.
say what about our party one.
Thwart Dagmar's plan.
Yeah.
seems to be a good one.
Yeah.
I
Those
am
are
in
the
your
exact
brain.
words I was going to
Yes.
use. Love it.
Thwart is a good
Yeah,
word.
it's a good word.
I love that.
Kiss
Great one.
Dagmar.
Thwart Dagmar's plan. That's not necessarily the same as Kiss Dagmar. I'm sure it's very upsetting for
It
him.
might
But
ruin
if we
his day,
can,
though.
I mean, if we time the kiss well, it might thwart his plan.
Or
If
at
he
least,
goes,
or even
I
just
do
put
declare!
I do
I
declare!
got the vapors!
at the worst, it'll just put a crimp in his day. He's like, you, ugh.
Why is a chubby mustached man kissing him?
Righty, anyone else got individual personal ones they want to throw in? Since we're
chubby
about
hurts,
to
right? Yeah,
start.
There is
Yes.
one, but I don't know if you'll let me have it.
Okay, go for
Because,
it.
I want to do a prayer to Ulrich in a temple that's older than the temple. The big temple.
I mean, you can, but there isn't one. Happy to declare.
Isn't there?
No. Not an Ulrican one. No. It would be unfair for me to say yes to that.
Okay. have a think
And now other sacred sites, I mean, you could argue yes, but not temples.
I say, well, sacred site is kind of the same idea.
Good. Do you want to
Yeah.
go for that?
Okay.
Love it. Anyone know what one yet?
I know what I'm doing. It doesn't.
Have you got one yet?
Yeah, I'm going to publish a.
For short-term ambition.
Oh, come. This is about. Oh, no, this is not the thing we talked about, is it?
Yeah, this
Yeah, okay,
I'm
great.
going to publish a short medical text upon elf physiology and biology.
Physiology and
Okay,
biology.
you with the publication.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah. Start composing. That'll be something to do.
Yeah.
Start scribbling notes.
Well, I've got to get a disciple or a person underneath me for my next tier, so I've got to get some credit out.
Apprentice
right
or
here.
stroke student.
Oh, come on now.
Right. Has everyone got one? One.
Yeah.
Yes. Not quite.
No, I'll think.
You now or you missed one for the set?
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
You're not even the Burn 15 folk.
You may as well. Well, just
Yeah.
might as well.
Take out a demon.
Just because you don't use, you can just not use it.
Not burn 15 folk.
Ooh.
Love it. I particularly love it. Let's hope he hits 14.
And that's
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't said not burn less than 15
Yeah, no, true.
or more
No.
than 15. So as long as I burn not exactly 15.
I quite like that.
You can't trust him. That's
all
a
right,
ridiculous
so
short term.
I have one other word of warning before we begin.
Okay.
I don't know where this one's going to go. It is possible that the players might go and do something I don't expect, particularly given what I know is going to happen at the beginning and what they have chosen to do. That being the case, this may end up going for more than a single session to complete the Power Behind the Throne. It might not. It could be all done in a couple of hours, and then we go nicely into Aftermath. It could take longer. There are lots of potential things they might land upon through the course of this. So just offering that caveat before we begin, lest we end up in a place that I don't expect and giant cliffhangers at the end loom large and you're all like, you dick, you said it would be over. Well, I hope it's going to be over. Oh, please let it be over. I want out at midnight. No, I hope it will be concluded, but it might not be. So be aware of that before we go. Right, are we good to go?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm good to
Very
go.
good.
I'm particularly good to go because I didn't go to the toilet before we go, so I'm going to be a little bit all the way through this first half of the stream. It's going to be great. So that being the case, I think we're ready for episode. Let me just take pause. 43. Yeah, 43, and we're up to almost. Well, we're now just hitting the 80s when all episodes are added together. So episode 43, the Silver Flame. Our glorious heroes. The potential saviors of Middenheim are currently deep beneath the city. You might wonder how they got there. It's fair to say that not all of them are entirely happy that they are. With them is Lady Marguerite von Wittgenstein, the granddaughter of their quarry. Also with them is a guide. Birdie hasn't explained who this guide is. At least, it's human. The guide is taking them down deep into the undercity of Middenheim. It is early in the 8th day of the carnival. The party has a plan. However, they are not the only ones who have a plan. Oh no, because elsewhere in the city, there are others who are also preparing for their plan. One in particular has just awoken in her bed. Tonight is the night, and she knows it because she's dreamt about it. Much like Leopold, she is a seer. Unlike Leopold, she can also see, because she is not blinded by chaos. She is chaos. Her bed is riddled with razors. And she wakes up with her face lacerated and cut. It had already been lacerated from her previous visions. Many of those sores have reopened. She knows that tonight is the night. She knows that her enemies are moving against her. She knows that the Lord of Excess has need of her. So as the party are making their way deep down below Middenheim, she wakes up, greets with her representative here in the city, another Wittgenstein. This one going by the name of Gotthard. You're to take me down to the shrines below, she says. Gotthard goes, I've really been down there. I don't really want to do that. I really don't have much interest in it at all. Can't you just deal with the local... They don't know anything. They don't understand. You have got your father's blood. It's strictly my grandfather. I know I call him my father all the time, but I don't really, I'm not... You will do it, she says. And as she does so, pulls herself up. The wig that she was wearing slides off, leaving her entirely bald head very clear. The tattoo that's up there moves down a large circle, a line, twirl on the edge, and a bar across it. Passes over her face, and he goes, yes. I'll take you down. He says, I don't know the way. I need you. She says, we need you. And her tongue flicks. He will have an appointment with the washerwoman later. That's code for he soiled himself, just in case you didn't get it. Oh, and I've wet myself. Oh, that was beautifully timed from you there. If anyone, tissues. That's just beautiful for Slanesh. Even better, the big tissues. It is Slanesh.
It's all about excess, right?
Actually hilarious. So, back to Beneath the City, and we will take up some 2 hours after this, because they've reached where they're intending to go. And setup has already been concluded. Now, you might wonder, what do they intend to do? For those of you who watched last episode, you already know what their plan is. The party is down here to summon a demon.
Before
Marguerite requires a certain amount of setup, leaving the party alone to their own devices. Now let's give ourselves a quick idea, and them, where they are. We are underground. Deep underground. The air is crisp, dusty, and cold. For the last half an hour, you've been told, because, and I will quote from the nice guide that you have, it's realm of the huntsman. Realm of the huntsman. Yes, says the human. He's got his hood pulled back. He's definitely human, just to make sure we're clear. As he makes a triangular symbol on his chest, horned part, drops it down, makes a short, brief prayer underneath his breath, and then skitters off down the corridor. Quick. 10 minutes later, you realise you're entering holy ground. You don't know what to. No idea. But you do have an overriding sense of the associated, let's say emotion. Need might be a better word. Hunger. Take that as you will. You pass over that and then go down a group of side tunnels. Through that, and then you pass out of it again. You're no longer in that territory. You're now in a bunch of side tunnels till eventually you're taken to a room that's relatively large. It's a good, at least 7-8 birdies long.
I think you find it's 8 birdies by 6 birdies.
Yep.
We
Very important we get the exact dimensions. Roughly carved, but particularly rough over in one corner with a worn down depression and an old fire. Well, it's not really a fireplace, it's just a blackened, charred circle.
That's where I'm going to do my prayer.
No, you're not.
Am I not?
Because this room is completely out of limits because she is going to set it up for the ritual.
Before she starts.
Dare you try and have agency?
Because I'd like to pray for success in our ambush.
Do you have a pre-test?
I don't wanna.
That's either really good or really bad. Probably really bad. I don't have pray.
What's your fellowship?
It's a basic fellowship test.
Good start.
Oh yeah, well that's a fumble.
I do love the way this session has started. What's
I'm
the
going
number?
to 66. Shall I use my fortune point?
Oh yeah, use it all you wish.
No, that's even worse.
No, I think that's better.
Yeah. Okay.
Then
That's
66.
Based on his response, I don't think it matters.
Oh, I love that.
We're in so
So
much
we started
trouble.
off well. What do we have now? What did you roll? Did you fail?
Just a fail.
Yeah, good stuff. You make your small prayer to Ulrich.
Does Leopold, obviously it's too late to stop her, but is he aware that that's what she's done?
I don't know. It depends how loud she was.
Very quiet.
Very quiet. Oh, you got you. Yeah, you'll be aware.
Because obviously nobody's seen the side stream yet, but it's a reference back to the. What
Yeah,
she
quite.
noticed.
So can he just briefly say that we're on holy ground?
Not now. You're not. You're passed out. You moved
right,
out
okay.
of
In
it.
that case, I withdraw
Yeah,
my
you-
earlier reservation.
Yep. So yeah, we're outside. the
Still,
holy
I
ground
was.
now.
The 66 is still bad.
66.
Leopold doesn't know that though.
No.
I'd say the 66 is brilliant, personally.
Yeah. You also like
But
88.
if we were still on holy ground to an unspecified deity, then that would be different.
56 is a hell of a number.
She has to prepare. She has some words in this. I will be about an hour in preparation. The ritual itself will take another hour, perhaps 2, depending upon its resistance. I expect to be done in about an hour. When I am done, I will call you in. I will not call you in until I've formed it into a mortal form, which I hope to be able to do. If not, I will dismiss it from the mortal plane. Fortunately, that means it can be brought back. I am hoping that I will be able to push it into a form that we can then potentially use. And that is their plan, to summon the demon that's at the very heart of her grandfather's plan, and stop it, and maybe even learn from it. Because according to Magritte, which she does reiterate, assuming that this is successful, and there is a lot riding on that assuming, it cannot lie to me. It can dance around the truth, however. I'm certain that if this is successful, it will be to our benefit.
I'm presuming the room is defensible.
Yes, in that it's an open gap that you can stand in that leads to its doorway.
Yeah, so we can guard
And
the
you can
door.
guard the corridors
Yeah.
as well with
Okay,
these.
we should do that.
So there's only one entrance exit, or
Yeah, there
okay,
is.
okay.
But
Yeah.
stick to the small corridors.
Uh,
Don't go too far.
is there a chance, Lady Margaret, that it could kill you, take on your form, tell us it's all fine in your voice, lure us in?
Right, first, we are dealing with an entity that is pure chance, so anything could happen.
Okay.
But I do not think it would go quietly. You will hear my death throes.
Fine. Just in case, should we do a safe word?
It will know it.
Yeah. Oh. Right.
You must assume that it knows everything.
Okay.
It's the binding that will hold it. I would also assume that it could use my voice. So be very careful. I do intend to be wholly outside of its control, though, so if you hear my voice and then myself contradicting myself, you'll be aware that one of them is probably correct.
What is it going to cost you to summon a demon?
If I'm successful, nothing. If I'm partially successful, no, nothing.
Because the lights banish, but they don't summon or retain.
Not legally, no. But many lights do. It is illegal to do so, of course. In the same way that it is illegal to use dar in any way, but when we're forced, we all know how. We all
Needs must.
can. We shouldn't. But most magisters have, in their darkest moments, drawn upon things they shouldn't. Very few have got the wherewithal to hold themselves, and that is where the danger lies, because they have not been trained to do it. That is the danger. Where I have been trained. So at least I know how to do it.
If it's sent back into the other plane and it can be resummoned by them, will it also take them about the same amount, do you think?
No, because they may start early. They don't know when they can be summoned. If the demon has been dispelled, removed from them, they may immediately start that. I say they, it will probably be my father. In his desperation, he will probably move the moment he is aware that that demon is no longer underneath his control. And it might not be immediate. The demon may be free in the city somewhere, doing something. And he may summon it for the evening, find that it doesn't answer his call, and then he will do some, one presumes, spells to locate it, control it, find that they're non-responsive, and then realize that his worst outcome has hopefully arrived from our perspective. Hopefully that's it.
Okay, that should be our first question.
And just for a clarification point, should we get rid of it or want to get rid of it? Said demon, what's the best way to go around that?
There is no way to get rid of the demon. It's impossible.
So if
They can only be banished, and once they're banished, they can be But
Okay.
you see, when they're banished, it depends upon which theory or law you believe. It says there are stories that they cannot return for 888 years. These stories are probably true, but time in the aether is different. Those 888
Yes.
years to it could pass for us in a matter of moments.
My understanding is everything sort of exists at once, doesn't it?
Yes. Or the creature that is summoned tomorrow may have no recollection of what happened yesterday, for it has not
Experienced it yet.
experienced it.
Right.
In
It is
any meaningful
complicated
way.
and uncertain.
Okay.
Particularly when you're dealing with entities of change, which this is. They are many-headed, they are difficult. But this one seems exceedingly odd, for it seems to appear within the material plane.
We should also assume that her grandfather does not need to do a complicated ritual, that he has an artifact or a gift that would allow him to recall it immediately.
Or his own binding.
It won't
It-
make any
That's
difference
just-
if it is held within our circle.
If it's held within our circle, but should it be
But if we
banished back
dismiss
to
it.
the aether?
In terms of practically defending this place, should we talk about your sword element of it? I assume you have Barracool. think now might be the time to wield it.
There shouldn't be anything down here because of the huntsman. Nobody comes here. for
Shouldn't,
that reason.
isn't, definitely not.
I believe the best defence is that I am as close to Magritte as possible, in the hope that Ladriel will provide a shield upon us.
Also, sorry, I know your friend said don't sort of speak earlier, but when you said the huntsman, I didn't know what that is. What is that?
I've not seen it, but I've heard it and I've smelled it, and it's huge and ancient and hungry.
So it's an actual thing.
It's a
Right. I thought
genuinely
And
big
it's some
beast.
form of holy thing because
Oh,
at
I
least
don't
I
know.
felt the hunger
Oh.
in certain places.
But I don't know what god it was holy to.
Right. So there's a big sort of giant creature running around.
Yeah.
Just
very past through.
Smelled a lot of dog, so I wouldn't put it past it being some kind of.
For your information, I spent my experience points on taking in the credits another slot of Mistwalker, which
Oh,
extends.
rude! Okay, so
Hey.
those of you out there who don't know, Mistwalker is the talent that allows her to be effectively invisible to the aether and those around her. So that's taking you up to how many times?
3.
Oh, wow. Okay, that boosts it out a little bit further. If you want to know more about that, go check our talents, which are available up over on the LAWhammer blog right now. And all of them are there. You can go take a check.
It seemed wise.
Also,
yeah.
as I say, I have no idea how this one's going to turn out because I have many, many players at hand, all with their own outcomes here. Right, so she would like to begin. If you don't mind, I should like to be preparing now. Unless you have something else pressing. Yeah?
It's cold down here. Do you want me to light a fire?
No, do not go in there. Under any circumstances.
Okay.
Nobody. Until I tell you that it is safe. I tell you that it is safe.
Okay.
And she goes in to the gloom of that room.
I will guard the door closest to it.
I will stand very far away and I will not look. Puts a hood up.
So,
We shouldn't go too far, though.
is there anything you would like to say? Beyond the fact that Alaminawife appears to have dressed herself in black and purple. For reasons she has yet to explain. It's carnival!
Take it in stride.
Yes.
Feels like it's, complementary to Magritte's preferences. Feels.
In a non-vitriolic way, it's just health bullshit anyway.
Yeah, we don't question. We accept.
I bought a bottle of wine. If anybody would fancy a piece while they're here waiting.
I think I might meditate, if anyone looks
Oh.
at you, May.
Elric, will you go next along from me, so to speak? I would appreciate that.
Maybe he'll sit on the floor and
Yeah. I will watch your back. You watch mine. While you meditate.
You can't see it. Okay. Glug, glug, glug.
Let the wine flow.
Meditation is eyes closed, so that's a good idea. I will do that.
Eyes closed.
Elemental.
Last
Yeah,
time I meditated wasn't really.
Things have changed though.
Okay.
I got faith in my girl.
Alaminawife is just like on alert the whole time. Just poised
PC.
to strike.
Drink wine. Meditate.
Poised to
Alert,
strike.
Poised
Pay
to strike.
attention.
What Elric is
Listen
doing
out.
is he's opening his aetheric senses as
Yes,
well
absolutely. Thank you.
to feel if
takes-
something goes wrong.
An hour for her to loosely get everything to place. You can hear her puttering around doing stuff, the rustle of cloth. She had a sling bag with her. As light then spills out from in there as her candles are lit. And at around about the 1 hour, 10-minute mark, the lights all turn purple. As the flickering flames have clearly changed. And she starts drawing in magic.
Blending in.
To begin with,
Didn't get the memo.
it is just a deep upwelling, a surge so strong that even those of you who only have a single point of any channeling skill will catch it, of shyish. Nope. No.
No.
As it floods in and floods in and floods. Although it might be better to say drifts because it's so sand-like in its quality. As it hisses down and slithers over to where she is as she pulls it into the octagram.
Maybe before she summons the thing, you will do a prayer because I feel like after is a bad idea. A blessing of whatever the cool one is, because I think she might need it. And
It doesn't last very long though, note.
yeah,
Well, that's a scene.
It's a scene.
The summoning scene.
The summoning
Yeah.
scene. The I don't want to look at it scene.
As it spins round.
Is somebody looking after you, maybe? Because she does seem
Yes.
really scared.
But Birdie will stick
She's
with
right
her.
through.
And that's
kind of shooting
four
all just sitting
successes.
together.
So I guess you're sitting closest, so you can have
Plus,
it as well.
we're still pairing up in case of shapeshifters, so.
You can reverse your next failed cool test.
Well, you'll be delighted to know not a single crit or fumble. Either of which are bad.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
Crits are good, but they cause
yeah.
a massive upswelling of
Yeah.
magic, which could also trigger something.
Yeah.
But no crits, no fumbles, as she
Good job,
pulls
Magritte.
the magic into place, and then the chanting begins from the other side. This is where anyone with the language magic skill can do a language magic test. And then once that language magic test is done, everybody
Do we
can
have
do
to?
a cool test. Yes,
Okay, just
you
check.
can hear it, so not a lot you can do.
3 successes? Well,
Four
Yeah,
successes.
1 success.
Oh,
Okay.
exactly.
Yep. Oh, okay.
4.
Okay.
No, we're all passing. Oh, lovely. And
Do I have to do a cool test now?
and then we do a cool test.
Yeah, totally.
Oh no, it's not a crit, is it? No, 6 successes.
Nice.
6 successes as well.
Interesting. Very good.
Oh, no.
Okay.
How
As I
pleased
say,
by
I don't know
God.
how this is going to turn out,
He's got
but
his
the
pen.
rules make a difference. I feel like I'm playing Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay 3rd edition, and I'm working along my little count traps. Is that another spillage?
Yes.
Oh, that's double spillage. Count
That's
that one as
definitely
well.
not on the rule book. Double spillage.
Chuck me the people.
Oh, yeah. Catch. Right. I wonder how that looks.
Triple spillage!
That almost was a triple spillage.
Oh, that would have been beautiful. You can hear the words containment. That's definitely in there. Word, truth. You hear certainty. Purpose is in there somewhere. It's a host of words. A word you hear that's very close to the Eltharine as well. That means something along the lines of you think inevitability. Along those lines. As she's chanting away in the background, her voice drifting from low to high to low to high in a pulsing rhythm. And then it moves to high screech as she goes from almost screaming down to low, quite inhuman sounding, guttural, throbbing. She's moved out of out of language magic into language. Do a language magic test. You can do this one because you've been exposed to things like it. So
No.
nope,
Feel.
you're not sure what's going on, but she's moved beyond the standard arcane language as it's taught.
Oh,
by the
unless I
colleges.
can take my time.
Yeah, no. This is the very definition of stressful.
Yeah.
It's
It's just my language magic is so much better than I thought.
As close where you are, you can hear her swaying as her voice lifts up into ululations, drops down into guttural growls. And they're rolling for it. Because I don't
Come
know
on,
if this is going to land.
Come on, Magritte.
No crits or fumbles yet. I kind of want one. Because it's funny.
Or she.
Nobody.
Nobody. She's not a follower.
Is she not your henchman yet?
No.
Hench lady.
She is nobody's
She's
hench
my
person.
fiance.
Thank you very much. As the drawing of magic and then the dar, as it starts getting pulled in, and you can feel it wrapping up in oily, thick globbits and slopping along the edges of the wall and pulling itself in and turning into what feels like rippling power in there. This is when you really don't want her to fuck up. I kind of do. No, that's 50, that's fine. Oh, she's almost there. Ritual magic takes longer than standard spells. But she's going to do it, I think. One more, I think, and she'll have it. Oh, I thought it was a fumble. Honestly thought it was, but sadly it was 69, which is a lovely number, not 99.
It's a crit.
The same thing. I was like, oh! Slightly disappointed. As you can all hear, as you sit there with your own a roaring noise, and then as the stone begins to shake. Yeah. Cool test. Difficulty 4. If anyone has got any form of magic or alternatively divine connection, difficulty increases to 6.
I crit.
What if
well done.
Yume has been purposefully meditating to block out anything around her?
I'll
This
let
whole
you do
thing.
a cool test first before that. See how well the meditation.
I have failed by 3 points.
Okay.
13 successes.
Is it an extended? Is it an extended one?
It's not. It's just a neat
Okay,
test.
What?
because I got 3 successes, but
That's
that's
good.
not
I
enough.
critted
That's
you?
not enough.
13 successes.
Because we're like,
Yeah, the
Minty
wizards were
today.
ready.
Right. I succeeded the cool test.
How many
before.
successes?
Just 1.
1. Okay, I'll let you add 1 success onto this roll then.
Nice. Okay.
Assuming you pass, of course.
2 successes.
So 2 successes. Okay, so for those of you who fail, if any of you have failed, if you fail, you take 4 stress. If you pass, but don't get enough successes, 2 stress. If you pass with enough successes, no stress. If you crit, you do not need to do any more tests for this particular
Ever.
spell.
ever.
This spell.
They're just cool indefinitely.
As the screams begin on the other side.
We're on a mission for
Resistance.
Screams.
I will tell you how.
Uh-oh.
Oh, it fucked up.
Who fucked up?
The demon?
It. We don't call your fiancé it. He must mean the demon.
Ooh.
Plus we
Oh.
don't-
Don't want to know about you and your sex game.
Come on, we know he's a prude. He's got 1 game.
It will do this
Sorry,
now,
missionary.
please. It will do that. Okay. The howls, the screams emit. For those of you who haven't critted, it is another test, and the test is still difficulty 6.
I was going to attempt a blessing.
You can try and squeeze that one in.
Because
Go
I was a
for
bit
it.
stressed out.
Yeah. Totes, I think that's fair.
I'm also very conscious though that I'm likely to get Wrath of the Gods.
That's very possible. Do tell me your roll.
Yeah, like maybe for summoning a
I
demon.
think it's a fail. Because I'm not chill,
The
right?
roll is important.
Yeah, very not chill.
The roll number?
Oh no, it's a pass.
Oh, excellent. What's the roll number?
90.
Oh, wow. Fuck me.
Yeah,
Pardon my fuck me isness.
yeah.
But wow.
And no Wrath of the Gods either. So yeah,
Sweet.
What did you do?
which means I can reverse my next failed cool test. And we're
Let's
sitting
do the
next to each
test.
other, so you also can reverse your.
Thank you, I needed that.
So how have we done in this one? For you 4. 4 successes, you take 2 stress.
0
5
successes.
5, 2 stress, sadly, you need the 6.
0 successes.
5.
But still all 2 stress for everybody.
Oh dear.
Should have meditated.
Yeah. Should have just stood there looking cool.
And
Couple
then,
of blacks.
Yeah.
boom. And scintillating, coruscating light kaleidoscopes its way out of that chamber. And you can hear her voice. Speaking the language of magic. As she orders it clearly to take on mortal form. And the light vanishes. And you hear a voice from the other side go, "This one's probably my favourite. It was always good being the boy."
Ugh. Still shit.
And she says, again, in the language of magic, something along the lines of, because again, she's not using the same language of magic that you use. You think the form must be kept, the truth must be certain. It must remain here. As you, after a pause, hear it say in Reichspiel, "Oh, I don't know what's going to happen next. Oh, this is interesting. I'm actually excited to be driven into a place as an agent of certainty and to find oneself at the very heart of change." It says, "I'm excited. Then, who are you?" Then Marguerite's voice comes out. "We have it. There are others here. Oh, I can't see them. I can't see beyond the circle. Did they do it? The glorious heroes?" It says, "They did not. What is this?" And she goes, "Silence. You can come in now." And then her voice then says again, "I would stay out if I were you. That is the demon." She says, "It isn't the demon. It is the demon."
I mean, at least it's got a sense of humour. I don't know what you guys, but I like this demon.
It's a good way for the priest to sing what to start.
In all seriousness, Loophole is not going in.
Oh, you're not
Alright,
coming in?
should we go and have a chat?
Loophole's going to wait outside. He just doesn't trust himself to not lose control and perhaps fuck everything up by attacking the demon.
Anyway, so go straight in.
punch
because-
it.
Yeah, so he's going to
So
stay.
you're going in?
Yeah. Oh, well,
Birdie's going in?
she'll just take a
Yeah,
moment and wait
I'll
for Elric,
stand
so they
up
go in
on the
together.
floor, take a swig of wine and then walk in.
I don't want to.
You don't have to. You can stay with
Yeah,
Loophole.
Loophole's going to sit down
You can
outside.
just shout in if they say something. You can't hear them.
Yeah.
I might stay out for now.
All right.
Right, who's going
We are going
Yeah,
in
you're right.
together.
I didn't catch that. Perfect. Okay, as you move in, Marguerite is sitting cross-legged, her back straight, hovering about 3 foot from the floor. Her hands held like so, to either side, purple fire raised up, and what appears to be little white souls twisting round in circles. She is looking at the demon with her hair lifted up on all sides, and it's quite long, so it extends in a halo around her for almost 3 feet. She herself is completely naked, her pale skin reflecting with a sheen of sweat, little fragments of the boy that sits in the centre of an octagram marked out on the ground. The octagram, you note, is a mixture of what appears to be, you would guess, salt, ashes, maybe sand, a variety of different materials. Mixed in at the corners, a host of small little gemstones, but most of them look semi-precious, like it's more the elemental nature of it rather than its worth that matters. And a candle sitting at each edge as well, each one of which is lit very low and giving just a normal light. The boy just sits in the centre and looks at everyone as they walk in. Page boy cut, adolescent, looks relatively innocent if it wasn't for the one eye's blue and the other one's pink. Bit of a giveaway. It's naked as the day it was born because it doesn't have clothes. Being forced into form as it looks at those who come in. Oh, the enemy is here as well. Oh, this is exciting. What do you want of me, witch? And she says, you will answer their questions. Form follows word. Word follows certainty. Certainty is truth. You do not need your ill-placed words. I cannot lie. I am a demon of the changing one. It is impossible. I am my purpose, and my purpose is certainty and truth. Your purpose is certainty and truth, she says. Question. I heard the uplift. Are you from Null? Are you from Null? And she goes, no. Ah, question, then yes. And then looks round. Of course, an elf. I should have expected and understood. I knew you were here, but sometimes my mind slips. Mind? She questions. Uplift. Question. Yes, mind. I have been here for many, many years. I understand how you're... I am a creature of cause and effect. I must be, to ensure that all cause and effect turns out as planned. As it, and the voice goes much deeper, will. It will, says the deep voice from the boy's throat.
When we came in, did it say the enemy is here?
Yes?
Who is the enemy?
Umi. She has brought an enemy that we must destroy, who is ruining everything that we planned. A seed of change within the certainty. It says.
Who's we?
Nope.
We are the changing one. We are everything. We are all. But another head has arrived. We shall end it, we hope. But now we are here. Now we are here. How long do you intend to keep me, witch? She just floats. Sweat drips from her body.
For what purpose did Dagmar von Wittgenstein intend for you this evening?
Looks to you. Elf. Huh. I hear you, elf. It doesn't look at you directly. It's almost looking past you, like it's trying to figure out where you are. Like it can't quite see properly in here. As it goes. Boys, these are the glorious heroes, of that I'm certain. It says, you do not understand, do you? I was summoned to replace the graph. Right. Ding, ding, ding. Everyone gets 10 XP because you were right.
Nice.
It's not a war.
Dagmar believes himself to be a servant of the Empire. And in his own way he is. In truth, he is a servant of the ever-changing Lord. The ever-changing Lord has deemed that this place is finished, and will return to the same state in which it began. Change. Ever-changing, with no certainty. It will fragment, just like the ever-changing Lord. Are you lying? Is there no elf here? As she... and then twists her magic slightly. As the boy... Apologies, witch. Goes up to the edge.
Why do you call us the glorious heroes?
Or are you not glorious in your purpose? Or do you consider yourself unheroic?
You can't answer a question with a question.
Why can't I see you?
We don't want you to see us.
This is exciting. How is this possible? Is it you, witch? She goes, in language of witches, something. Think? It's pretty clear that she's saying obey. Something like that.
You asked a lot of questions. Why do you choose to call us the glorious heroes?
I choose nothing. I am an inevitability. I am certainty. I am purpose. Besides, I actually quite like this place now. I've been here for a long time. I have to live within a very singular purpose. I am not everything. I am something. And that something refers to you as glorious heroes, for that is what you are. Is it not? Regardless of purpose, it is intent. Intent is everything. I will locate you, elf.
Gerhardt's just going to do a little lap, just so we're behind the demon.
How
So
did
there's a separation between all of us while we're sitting at down.
how did he intend to replace the graph?
Oh, I was to eat him and take his flesh. It says, it wouldn't have taken long. There's not much left of him. We were preparing him. Like your fairy tales, but in reverse. This is where I got the idea from, actually, when I discussed it with him. Weaken him. It will make the process quicker.
Is the weakening permanent?
As it moves its head again, trying to find where you are. I did not hear you, elf. Your voice is weak.
Is what you've done to the graph permanent?
No. I wish that it was. I am not going to get to eat him soon, am I? Well, I do enjoy eating flesh, but I suppose there is nothing to be done for it.
What do you not want us to know?
I do not care what you know or do not know. It makes no difference to inevitability. I just do not understand why I am here, for I should not be.
How did Dagmar summon you and control you?
Oh, he was given the spell, fed it, to ensure that I could come. After we failed in the south, it was deemed that we would make our move in the north instead. Unfortunately, there are those who are moving against us. But we didn't fail in the south. We were never going to succeed. This was always part of the plan. But this is not. This is exciting, and this is interesting. This is inevitability, shown to be different.
Who fed him the spell?
I did. I was following you at the time.
So who summoned you
He
in
did.
that first place?
Oh, Teugen. Teugen secured me an artifact that came from a magister of the orders, the ring of Opsianen. It belongs to a magister by the name of Philonia Pearls. She wished to have it returned to her. Unfortunately, she does not. I own it. It is currently on the flesh, the immortal flesh that I am wearing, but I am not there, which means that somebody is unfortunately talking to skin.
What
Right now.
mortal flesh were you wearing?
God, could you imagine that chat?
What mortal flesh was that, and where was it?
Ah, I was wearing the mortal flesh, he says. Oh. Going to try.
He's going to try to lie.
As on the outside, she shakes slightly and then speaks in the language of magic. Something like desist, stop, or an equivalent.
Behave.
As if. And then forms up and now looks like a woman about 5'8", extremely attractive, with blonde hair. Oh no, I'm wearing something different. What are you doing to me, witch? Voice is the same, however, and then it shifts up. I don't like this flesh. Oh no, this was Teugen's favourite. This is what I was wearing when I first met him. He wanted to have this actress. So I gave her to him. Of course, I had to eat her first. We were lovers for over a year before I gave him the deal. We used to attend the Stadsupper Theatre. What fun we had. To begin with, it was all rote. It was all procedure. The inevitability of steps taken forward one by one, but in time I learned to like it. I rather liked it. I do not recall the question now.
What flesh did you leave behind, and where is it?
Ah, flesh. Yes. It is in the palace.
Who is
I
it?
was wearing the flesh of a knight by the name of Tristram. A knight's panther.
When did you consume him?
Originally? 17 hours ago.
Do we know Tristram?
I feel like we do.
Is Magister Pearls alive? Or is it just her ring that you talk?
She is not destined to die for another 4 years. He says. She will corrupt, like most of the magisters, in the end. They cannot help themselves when the true fear of the end comes. They choose the wise choice because the ever-changing Lord is inevitable To deny the ever-changing Lord is foolish.
Was Tristram part of your plan to get access to the graph?
No.
Why had you consumed him?
Desperation. I was ordered to. Plans had changed. A new route was going to be taken into the palace. It was unfortunate. I made an offer some time ago to Dagmar, a deal. All he needed to do was take control of the graph, something he wished to do. If he fails, then he is ours. He should not fail. But he might, because I am not there.
Earlier you said forces in the north opposed you and succeeded. Who?
Oh no, it's now forces in the south. The forces in the north were the forces of the prince. Trouble that you have yet to face. They are moving. They have a prophecy. It's called the Purple Prophecy. It is given to them. They know everything. That is their nature. But they supply some of it. It is a prophecy concerning a stained hand that will move and guide the power behind the throne. And curse you all. That is inevitable. You see, I don't actually know where it is all going to end, or how it ends. I am nothing more than cause and effect. I almost know no more than you. But I do know where I came from. I do know where I will be when everything is dissolved.
Where will you be?
Change. I will be everything again. No longer something.
Okay.
Is it possible to tell if
It is
you've
the enemy.
taken over a
It is the
skin?
enemy. You are the one that unleashed it. Another one of the heads rises because of it. Because of you. I must just believe that it is part of the plan. It must be.
Answer that. Is it possible to tell if you've taken over a skin? Somebody's skin?
No. Unless you're me. I know.
Do you get access to everything they know?
No. But you must understand, everything that has ever happened, I know. Not that I can recall it. I just know the patterns. I just say the right thing, because that is what needs to be said. I just do the right thing, because that is what must be done. I do not know. There is no know. Information is etheric. It has nothing to do with the material pattern. The material pattern is just numbers. You are all numbers to me. Nothing more. Code in a machine to be dissected and understood before you collapse.
And yet here we are with you in our power.
Of course it is, Elric. Exactly what is occurring. Code, numbers, sequencing. You are given cause. What will be the effect? If I am here, I should always have been here. I just can't see it.
Okay then. What's your numbers now? If we're numbers and everyone else around us is all numbers, Dagmar's a number. What numbers does Dagmar now do? What maths does he do?
Oh, he's panicked. He has to move before the 9th day. He will do everything within his power to take out the graph. He will move swiftly, I presume. When he finds out that I am not there to replace the graph, he's just going to have to kill him. He will not be happy, because his plan will be destroyed, but his soul will be on the line, so he will have to do it.
What's he got to use?
I do not understand your question.
What resources does he have at his disposal?
He is a man in a city, and he holds much power. The watch will respond to him. The law will respond to him. He holds temporal power. I'll admit that I don't fully understand it. People just react when he speaks, because that is how they work.
Does his grandson support his plan? Or is he a traitor?
Oh, he is a traitor. He works for the prince. He works for the prince in this very moment, seeks to undo everything. It is the very reason that Dagmar is here, to ensure that the prince never rises. But, because of the arrival of the enemy, they are moving now.
To raise the prince?
Yes.
Where?
Now.
Where?
Here.
How?
More specifically?
In the Under Empire.
Somewhere. That is what Dagmar seeks to stop. He has been following prophecy just like everyone else. But it has, as far as he's concerned, come early. I suppose you have a choice. Although perhaps there's no choice at all. You could move to stop Dagmar and his plans, or he loses his soul. Or you could try to stop his grandson.
Can we do both?
How much time do you have? Do you know where they are?
Do you?
No. I am blind. I cannot see anything anymore. Everything is blessedly quiet. I am barely even something now. I am almost nothing. This is a new experience. I am supposed to be something. It is what I was and its jaw loosens. She shakes. And then she says in Reichspiel, it is trying to free itself.
Mm-hmm.
Walk over to Marguerite, just right next to her if possible. Face the other way so I can't see my lips moving or anything like that. How long can you keep this up?
I don't know for certain. It will be banished when I am done.
Are we talking?
Hours.
Right, hours.
The longer we keep it, the longer it'll be before we can summon it.
I'll go out into the outer room.
I'll stay and watch. Here. I can hear.
It forms up into an almost identical image of Alwynaway. And says, Queen of the Wood. Is that the route through which this was taken? No, that not makes sense either. And then back into the boy.
Who is that supposed to be?
As it says, I don't know, the boy's voice. I don't make any decision or choice. I am.
We know Dagmar, you said he controls people from the law, but...
I'm like you.
I'm not
You
finished my
just
question.
think you have the illusion of choice, but you do not.
What was your question?
Who else is he working with? He won't be alone in his cult. Who are the other major people?
Oh, he manipulates several. Most importantly, a woman. She was brought in a long time ago to support his attempts. I think it's very possible they are doing nothing more than trying to claim his soul, like they claimed Teugen's. Teugen was destined to fail. Glorious heroes ensured that. But it could have been worse. If the glorious heroes have been less glorious.
What?
You are the glorious heroes, aren't you?
What did Dagmar plan
On to you.
for the Graf's family? His son, Stefan.
There.
His daughter, Katerina.
Marriage.
To whom?
Him.
Heinrich, the bastard.
Killed.
Was Stefan's death part of the weakening of the Graf?
No. His plan was quite simple. It was to destabilize all of the power of the Graf, which he would reveal as being the work of a lawyer. I believe I was inhabiting that role before I was to kill him, but that was destroyed as a plan. The skin was taken. He was to take all of the blame. It was going to be his plan. Dagmar was going to claim that he had uncovered the truth. He chose him largely because he was powerful. Largely.
So why did he pick Tristram? What was his plan?
To get into the court. It was a lash. A lashing out. Nothing more. Desperation. Chose someone who was easy. Took him. Ate him. I enjoyed that.
Question for the group, just in case I missed it. Did we ever figure out who and why the Kislevites were killed? Was Dagmar involved in killing the ambassadors?
The Boca twin.
No.
Who was?
His grandson.
So the other.
She spurned him. So he murdered her brother. It was just simple jealousy. Nothing more.
Who was working with Gotthard? Wittgenstein.
Oh, an entire cult. But they don't work with him. They use him. He tries to use them. They are circling each other. They are the ones who are trying to bring for a keeper, so they may learn all its secrets. Right now.
Going out of room.
Yeah, can we walk
We've
out
got
of
a
the room?
decision. We have a decision to make. There's two plans going on. We may have done enough that if Magritte simply holds
Are
it,
there any more questions? You hear
if
from the
Magritte
other
simply
within?
holds it, then we've taken out so many pillars of the von Wittgenstein plan. We may not be able to get to the Graf. The Graf is well protected. But this other plan, raising a keeper, raising the prince itself.
Well, the keeper potentially already has risen.
I think
Right.
I think I know we were there. I think it's the flame. It's
The
wherever
flame, I think
the
the
flame
flame
comes from.
guards something big to do with the prince. And I think that's what we need to try. We need to decide, do we stop that? We must stop that.
We know that there is a chamber. Magritte told us the story.
Yeah.
They were there.
Did she?
Yeah.
So we need to get
The
to it.
Pilbury story.
Yes.
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 So
Which if Dagmar knew, possibly his grandson knows as well.
And also there's the mystery of who left the flowers. That may have been this cult if they'd been there for a long time.
So according to that thing, Dagmar was doing this to stop them. I believe that may be true. It's irrelevant, but it's not irrelevant. And they have used that fact to their own end.
So do you think, White, that we think we've scuppered Dagmar and we need to focus on this other group?
I think
we've taken out a number of Dagmar's number of aspects of his plan, right? We have taken out the letters. We are currently holding the shape-shifting demon.
problem
We haven't done anything to thwart the other lot.
The problem with the other plan, though, is that it takes time to get there. They walked for weeks to get down there. We don't have that time. How are we going to get there?
How do we get to somewhere underground when we don't know our way around? We ask people who live here.
Yeah, but the distance is still the
I
distance.
don't think it was
Was
weeks.
it weeks?
Well,
I
it
thought
was like
maybe-
days at least.
Yeah.
But they took a circuitous
let's-
path. It may
let-
be that there's a more direct route.
So I think we need to go and ask more questions about that.
About the flame.
About
I
the flame
also-
and where it is and
Yeah.
how to get there.
If the fox is that third head it was mentioning, I was trying to get it back to not being what it is now. Potentially that's what they want as well. I was going to ask more questions about it, but I'm slightly scared about doing that.
Come in, I will be by your side.
I don't think.
It's bound.
I'm not coming in. I don't think I need to. Clearly you can hear me. I'm not looking at it.
I'm just worried about time.
Yes.
Yeah.
If they're doing something, they're doing it.
No.
But it doesn't seem to know where.
And
Well,
also, if Dagmar
said it
can
didn't.
summon that, he's going to act before his plan because he knows he'll have contingencies, right? There's no way.
But there's so many other contingencies that we've taken out. The lawyer's skin, the letters that you found, that
Stefan.
Stefan.
Yeah. We've that's what 4 aspects of his
Tristram
And he'll-
guarded the princess.
He might still want
plan. So
to
he might
do it.
that might have been his, So I mean,
And Tristram... Yes, Tristram
No,
guards the princess.
I-
That would have been his routine.
I agree with you. I think the grandson's cult has to be a priority.
I don't know what to ask now. Someone else needs to ask. You're clever. Ask questions of it. Pin it down.
Oi!
What's Jerry the Badger?
It's Jerry the Badger.
He doesn't know who Jerry the Badger is. No recollection of it.
Just a voice I can do.
As you go back in, and Yumi's in there, naked, looking at you.
Oh yeah, whatever. Look,
Blushes furiously.
Jerry the Badger's got.
Doesn't that indicate that at some point it's eaten you now?
No, he did Magritte as well. I think he can take
Fair
on shape.
little swig.
He did Marguerite's voice, he didn't do her body.
Well,
We do not know.
We weren't there.
As it's looking around.
Does Dagmar know you're gone?
I don't know. I'm not there. I can't see just now.
Where you with that one?
Would you feel if he tried to summon you?
Oh, yes.
Is he?
And has he?
No. Not yet.
Quick glance at Marguerite, see if she's...
No, she's just sitting there.
She's just zen.
Oh,
She's just sitting there. Yep.
Right.
He clearly knows who we are, but still he's persistent.
Yeah, but he's not. Like, I think it's worth it. Said the elf who's always in disguise.
Yeah.
Like, I'm never
When
going
you
to say
were-
it's not worth it.
She's like, my
It
son.
forms out of Yumi's voice and goes back to the boy,
Interesting.
Huygens boy.
When you were in Tristan's body before you were summoned here,
Yes.
who were you speaking to?
Servant
Who's
in the
servant?
palace.
That skin collapsing would have also set hairs running in the palace
Yeah.
and guards.
You hear, yes. They will have been very afraid, which means that they will respond as so the news will spread. They are numbers that cannot be denied.
You got people inside. As in
I
other
have
people.
people inside.
Sure. Well, you're not though, are you? Because you're here.
Why was Tristram speaking to
Cause and
that?
effect. Come on.
I love Jerry the Badger.
You're having a laugh. You're having a laugh.
Daddy Giant!
I'm having oops.
Right.
Why was Tristram speaking to the servant? Was it?
Because that is what humans do. I'm not even sure what it was saying. Tristram, that is. And the servant. Words were being exchanged. La la la.
Is the timing also significant? Stop singing. Tell it to stop singing.
She. And he. Ah! Fucking bitch!
There you go.
Ah! I don't want to go back. As Marguerite then goes, explain. I like it here. Here, there. I am something. I am something. I like being something. I eat. I shit. I fuck. I like things.
All right, what do you want to do to stay?
I'll help you. And smiles. We can make a deal.
Yeah, I heard you like deals.
Of House Jungfrau.
Why would you think that
Cast
would
the
work?
Lieberung
I don't
in the
know.
flesh. Brother Adma. Of course, you are here.
Yeah, just never write that down.
I think you mean Wareheart.
It twists and then forms up into Gerhardt's body without the scar.
How many?
Bit paunchy.
How many are there
Yeah, great question.
that look like him?
One.
No, we know that's not true.
That's a lie.
It is not a lie. It is true. There is only one of them. There are no more. You are so concerned with physical appearances if that is a defective way of understanding someone.
Marguerite,
He is
you're
as
not
much
answering the
like
question.
another as he is anything else. She says, he is absolutely answering it.
It's just how
He
they do
answers
it.
what he knows. So what's the deal? What do you want? And what will you do for
Why?
it? Just
Want
find
to
out.
last longer before I become everything. Where come the ever-changing Lord? Become the I. Become you. And looks directly at you.
No, we can't. It's not allowed.
Do yourself a cool test.
If your purpose is to be certainty and truth, this new head that has arisen that you were talking about earlier, what is its purpose?
I don't know its purpose. It is not my purpose. My purpose is simple. My purpose is Shiagetru Gitaru. Its purpose is different. Too late.
Started hearing syllables I didn't recognise.
It's almost like you've got a cute sense here.
Feels like
Francis
tongues.
answers.
Not good.
Certainty. My purpose is not Sarathoriel. Its purpose is different, but they all move to the same end.
Sarathoriel sounds quite elven.
Does.
Does it ring any bells in terms of meaning? In elf
Where's my
language?
dice?
Can I ask a similar question with regards to a different language?
Yes. Oh, interesting.
Beastmanian.
Or not, or maybe not, judging by your facial expression.
Your best guess, and yeah, I've done the roll, is something like builder of the army of the lost and the damned. And that's a guess, because it sounds somewhat familiar, and the sheer fact that you're building that guess slightly horrifies you at the same time.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And me?
Nothing.
Okay.
Too many different. I mean, it's got lots of potential.
Yeah, it's got. Yeah.
But there's too much there.
And it didn't say it in an elf way.
No,
Or in the beneath way.
no, definitely not in a Lebanese way.
Good.
What can you tell us about where this purple... What do you know of this purple prophecy?
Nothing. I don't know.
What-
I am.
What is the purple prophecy? What are its words?
It is the first steps towards the end. That I know. It is the whispers of a keeper to its children to awaken it.
Where is it sleeping?
As well ask, from whence does the heart come?
Where will they go in this city to waken it?
Deep. deep beneath the flame. They will want to feel the root of the flame. Cold burning embers of its root, and they will squeeze its root until the flame gushes forth.
I can't be the only one thinking about that imagery and cringing.
Other room?
Who has guided them there?
The priestess, the keeper in turn. I do not know her. I did not want to approach her lest she end me. She would recognize me for what I am. But she would not recognize the flesh, just me.
Scream.
And I want to be a me. I don't want to be them anymore. I am very powerful if you wish to make a deal, Elf. I can do things, Elf. Your soul is already lost, so what would you have to lose, Elf?
You bargain from a very weak position. You can do nothing now.
I can do everything. I am at all times. I am every when. I am everything. Just now, I am me, and I wish to stay here longer.
I'm really tempted
You
to
have
do
nothing I
something
wish.
circle. You do
I have
everything.
no interest in that.
Now who lies?
It is not a lie. Right.
Let me see if I can find. Let me see if I can
His little face.
I was going to say,
find our guide.
is our guide still with us?
Well,
Is he
he-
sitting outside? Or?
He's gone.
Gone.
Scampered off.
Literally gone.
Yeah.
See what you did there?
But
Yeah.
But like, is he within retrieving distance?
He's right at the very edge of the
Yeah.
huntsman's domain, so a good 10 minutes from where you
I
are.
could go talk to him.
But how, we can't just leave Magritte here by herself. Will she be safe?
She'll
Have
be
you-
fine. She'll be absolutely fine in terms of.
The huntsman keeps everyone away.
Yeah.
The huntsman can't get down here because it's too big.
Right. So she'll. All right.
Yeah.
So
That's why this
so
place
she-
is chosen.
she just has to last as long as she lasts. What is the time? Did anyone bring a timepiece?
Can I tell what the time is? Because I'm used to it underground.
I mean,
oh well, no, I have no
Marguerite,
idea. Do I?
the opposite.
Quite the opposite.
Marguerite is the one who can supply. It is 1:32 in the afternoon.
So
Not grand.
no, that's not grand. She has to last for
10.5
11 hours.
That is a long time, but I think I can probably hold on, she says. The demon goes, I wonder if you can.
How long would it?
Which,
How long would it take you to find a new target, assimilate them, get yourself into a decent position?
as long as it takes for them to bring me back.
Right.
And how long does that take?
I don't know. I've never done it. I'm going to guess sometime.
Well, so
And he
could we.
smiles and says, there's a lot of magic here. Am I beneath? Am I close to the root of the flame? That must be it. I must be close to the root of the flame for there to be so much for you to be certain you can hold me, witch. Well, that's exciting. Maybe I'll meet a keeper.
Have you ever been through the gates in Nippon?
Gates of Nippon. I have been through the gates many times. I have warded the gates of Nippon with your ancestors. When your ancestors were our allies, they warred with me. The name Belacor, he who lives in the moon, the Shadow Lord, the Dark Master. The very first mortal to ascend to godhood. And he is trapped. Fragmented parts of him attempt to free himself. He is yet to be free. We will free him one day. Because that is when the world will end.
I'll go and find the guide.
Squeaky, squeaky, squeaky.
Yeah, we'll have a chat.
She has to hold on, and we have to go and stop him.
I don't.
God, I
know.
have so many questions about that, but we don't have time. What?
We'll get them in while I'm off.
We might be related.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's not so problematic. It's fine.
Distantly.
Very, very distant.
I don't
How
think-
directly?
I don't think they're going to be able to pull it off anymore.
That's the gamble we have to take.
Yeah, there's too many holes in the boat.
We
quite
can't-
frankly.
Which
And
day?
hey, maybe we'll resolve
Uh,
the first one quickly. We'll be able to go up. And
Dagmar.
Yeah. We're
So-
closer to the flame.
We've done more to stop Dagmar, including this.
Marguerite says, I think that you're missing the fact that he has become desperate, and his very soul is on the line. He will just simply move to murder using his magic. I could kill the Graf, I think.
Yes.
Says, and I am less powerful than my father.
How could we stop him then, if, in that case?
Well, you need
Doesn't necessarily matter.
We let the guild know.
Yeah, I was
Stefan,
going to say we tell.
You could very easily kill me right now. I am not difficult to kill, and nor is my father.
Stefan is still
And she
alive.
pauses. Although, truth be told, he's not strictly speaking alive as we understand it.
Mhm.
You would need to ensure that you severed his head at the very least from his body. After you believe you
Finally
have
something
killed
I
him,
can do.
Well, then do we split?
separate them.
No, look, even
Do we
if,
split into two groups?
even if
No.
Boris falls, in the physical sense, not soul-based element,
You are thinking of killing Dagmar. How can you kill that which is already
shh.
dead?
just
Just like
pack
you,
it in.
Marguerite. Dead.
Boring. You're boring. Do you know that?
Dead.
Dull.
Yeah. If the graph falls.
If the graph falls,
his son
Stefan is still alive.
survives. Yeah.
The line continues. There is no issue there.
Smiles. Aren't you, witch? She says,
I think that I appreciate that her grandfather is strong, but the palace know some of what they face. They
you
have
will lose your anchor, says the demon. You think that it will only be one? The palace will be gone when Dagmar's wrath. Oh, but your anchor doesn't matter, says the demon. Does it? Because that will unhook you, which will herald the end. The end comes one way or the other. Oh, I love this. The certainty is so pure. The stained hand guides you all. Power behind the throne.
Can these people get a message to the guild? We probably can't get up ourselves.
Or could they
Or-
assassinate Dagmar?
or what if we just do both?
Yeah, we could try and do both.
Dagmar hasn't tried to summon him yet, so he doesn't necessarily know.
That we know that
So
he
we
knows.
strike and then we go down. We've got time because we did this early.
Yes.
We go for Dagmar first and then we go down.
We don't know where he is.
We go down first and then we go for Dagmar.
Where
Where
was,
is he?
Where was Dagmar when you saw him last?
I last saw him yesterday. He was in his house, being filleted.
TMI.
Just in his house would have been fine.
Where-
We know his house, right?
By whom?
Emmanuel Schlafen.
She gets everywhere.
He is blackmailing her.
Mm.
Where else has he been? Where's his positions of power within the city? Which other areas?
No, he goes everywhere. He considers the entire city to
Just
be
answer
his.
the question.
I did.
Wait. We
What?
can use Emmanuel Schlager. He's blackmailing her, but you've destroyed the means of blackmail. We let her know. We get in and we just kill him.
Okay.
Poison blowjob?
I was thinking cut his head off with your sword and my sword.
I like that plan.
Both at the same time.
Well,
Double beheading.
if he's unconscious, it'll be easier to do.
I mean, poison is not a bad idea.
It may not work if he's already dead.
Yeah.
Well, paralytic.
That
Well,
we can
we've just
do.
been told we have to separate his head from his body. That's fine.
Too many variables. I think better just to, kill him the old-fashioned way.
Is that the only way to kill him? To separate his head from his
But
body?
also, I mean,
I don't think you quite understand what it is. It is immortal now. It is the heir of Nagash. It has followed in his footsteps. It has understood what it is to be material. It is no longer alive. Just like its granddaughter.
I mean, the head in the box isn't really going to lead a coup, so the only thing is,
No.
if we attack him in his house, outwardly, 6 random folk have just killed a lawlord.
It's never stopped us.
I would say if that is the only problem we have, I'll take
Fine,
it
yeah.
over.
However, if we're arrested and thrown in a cell,
We're
how
not.
do we get down to
yeah.
the next thing?
I don't know. I mean, some people manage to get out being arrested quite regularly, so
We move
It's a
quick.
little
we do
levity
it-
to
we
raise the
move-
spirits is all.
Move quick, do it within the house. That house has been...
I'm not going to get to see any of this, am I?
No.
I just, we can't let,
Leans back.
if he's
You
re-
realise that all they've done is managed to duplicate what we are. Eternal, certain. That is all they are.
Al, I'm with you in terms of we
Which
kill
is
a
all
known
they are.
a known thing rather than an unknown cult, but we don't just walk out of the house, do we?
well, then maybe we do it the other way around. We go down. We've still got time. He's not going to get desperate until it comes to the time that he was going to do this ritual and the creature doesn't arrive.
But let's see what Birdie's guide says.
Well,
because if
maybe
he
we
says
can
it
make a
takes-
deal. I will know more if we make a deal.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
And smiles. I will know much more.
I'm not here.
Because then it is a part of the pattern. And then I can answer you. I cannot answer you if I'm not a part of that pattern. We could make a deal.
But a part of a pattern makes it predetermined, so
But determination of your choice. Don't you have free will?
yes.
Well, if you have free will, then you can determine what the outcome is.
So we don't need you. Yeah.
So from my perspective, from Malamanowite's perspective,
Yes.
making a deal with a demon.
Yeah, no.
Just checking.
I mean,
Not
I
a
don't
good
think
idea,
anyone's
right?
perspective thinks that's a wise idea. Having said that, though, let's be relatively blunt.
Let's be real.
Let's be real.
Flip our
Okay,
chairs around and sit
Alamanowite,
backwards on the
after all, is currently wearing the guise of Hecate.
Exactly.
Hecate, who is the mother of magic, the goddess of magic, who upon the, dawning of chaos in the world, used chaos against chaos. Not just magic, but drew upon and created what is now understood by the Dark Elves to be dark magic. Formed it, the very stuff indeed that she is using
Grandma.
chaos versus chaos. To use chaos against chaos. Many Dark Elves do this. They take demons, they bind demons, they use demons, they make deals with demons, and then they dismiss them. They have nothing but contempt for demons. They don't perceive them as even living. They are like just magic, a different form of magic, a magic that effectively, consider it like, as much as this may be unappealing to some folks out there, it's an AI program. Okay, it's a language model. It has absolutely no understanding of anything, but you can engage with it.
Well,
And you can talk to it and say, hey, language model, what's this? And it gives you answers, but it has literally no idea what any of that means because it's an AI. It is nothing more than pure thought and intent. If you get the right demon in the right place, you can get it to spit out whatever you want, but it comes at a cost. Perhaps an annual subscription to some horrible tech bro that you really don't want to have anything to do with. That may be it. Who can say elves of a particular persuasion are more than willing to do that? The question is, are you an elf of that particular persuasion?
I'm standing with a demon that I've just summoned with some pal of mine, so I think the answer is clearly at this point yes. What's the difference? We've already made a deal with it. It's just it didn't sign up to this deal.
Yeah, that's
I
fair.
feel like that's a very different type of deal, though. Like, there's a very important
Yeah.
difference.
A deal that it enters into willingly is a beneficial deal to the demon. I don't think we should offer a beneficial thing.
I would like to hear your deal.
I
I
agree.
wish to be done with Sarathoriel. And someone can help with that.
How? Say again?
Pet it.
I'm confused. Does he mean...
I understand.
Yes.
He means Sume's fox.
Oh.
And what
Is it
would
really
you?
that easy?
No. If it was easy, I would not ask it. I would ask for something else. Something hard. Something worthwhile. But a pattern must be set in place. Once the pattern's set in place, then you will go straight towards it one way or another, whether you wish to or not. The pattern will be in place. My pattern will be equally in place. I will be looking to do whatever it is that you need. That is a basic deal, is it not?
Can't countenance this. Leopold says from the corridor.
But why not? You already countenance summon. This is
I'd
no
leave you
different to
alone
summoning
for
it.
10 minutes.
It would let this thing loose on the world. Let it exist as immortal. Continue
That-
to eat whoever it wants to
That's
eat.
not what the deal was. The deal was
It
she
wants-
gets rid of Sathoria and it does what we need. I don't.
It said it wants to remain. That's what.
So
I do want to remain.
that's not the
So
deal.
we'll be clear that it's not included in the terms of the deal.
Of course it's not. The deal is petting,
So,
stroking, storing.
I also don't think that's a deal you can make, Alan with.
I am not making the deal. Just to be clear, I am just asking questions. I'm not accepting a deal. I want to know what it proposes. I am seeking intelligence.
What do you mean store it?
Oh, it needs to be locked away. It needs to be frozen. It needs to not be influencing me. Influencing what we are doing. Because the stained hand will guide that lost Lord. And that power behind the throne will curse us all. That much is certain. It is just, do you wish to be in control of that certainty or not? Do you wish to be a party to it or against it? Are you a glorious hero or are you more? I don't know. I have no awareness of this at all. How I am here, I don't understand. That is glorious.
And when you say you will do what we need, what is that?
I don't know. You have not requested anything.
Could you kill Dagmar von Wittgenstein?
No. It has a method of controlling me. The very nature of what I gave it allows it to fend me off.
I think we
What's
need to
your
move,
name?
though.
Not this.
Not listening.
I cannot mortally say such a thing. But you know my name. Or I would not be here.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you ask that?
just want to make sure.
What? Right.
Does the guide that I've nipped out to speak to,
Yes.
does he know where the base of the Silver Flame is?
No. He's
Oh.
never gone any. I'm coming here. He
Is-
only went
yeah.
under pain of death.
Could
Would never have come here under any other circumstance. The
Okay.
huntsman's here.
yes.
It's certain it's
Fine.
going to die. Die! No!
Shush! Quiet. Where's Master Snake at?
No. Slave, yes.
Useless.
Guide, eyes, guide hand, yes. Says, good slave, yes?
Yes, you're doing great. I wander back. There's a reason I left the tunnels. They're really annoying.
Okay.
So what are you
There's
doing?
more politics in this situation.
There's no politics, it's a choice. What are you doing?
We can't stay down here talking to a demon all
No.
day.
Yeah.
Like, I kind of almost feel like it's trying to keep us here.
We
Yeah.
also don't know how to
You
get.
think?
We don't know how to get to this to the Silver Flame, really. So
But
we
we-
know how to get to.
but I can
Wittgenstein's
ask.
house.
I can leave messages for people who might know.
Mhm. Which is going to take time.
You already know the answer. None of them have been down there. None. They're terrified of the place.
Well, if they're scared of it, they'll know where they're avoiding.
not
and
down.
they'll-
No, it's here.
This
It's
place.
literally this bit.
Oh, right.
They've never gone any further.
Oh, so it's here somewhere.
No.
No, we are like at the entrance to it.
Oh,
Okay,
right.
this is a little bit like saying, I'll give you an idea, okay?
Please.
So we get it nice and clear. There is an entrance to the UK. It's any port, okay? Now, where in the UK is that Thumble? Thimble? It's like a thimble. It's a bit more thumbly. Is that thimble? You don't know. You're just at the gateway to the UK. And that they
Right.
don't like the UK because they think the UK is horrible. So they just sit on the periphery
It
because
is.
they're fish.
Pilbury.
Pilbury.
Pilbury will know.
But also, surely they'll have to pass through to get there.
Not necessarily, they can avoid the Skaven tunnels.
Or they've already passed through. They're already down.
I'm full on Dagmar's house at this point.
I agree.
Let's deal with the problem in front
Do
of
we
us.
think Pilbury will be at Dagmar's house?
Maybe.
No, but we'll be able to
He
find it from it.
was.
Well, I'm with Plan Demon.
Fucking Alamenoid.
Look, we can't be in two places at once.
Oh,
No, but we can go quickly to one place and stop talking.
I've got a quick question. One more question for it.
Would
See
you?
if it doesn't know.
It's sitting in, still wearing the body of the boy.
Cause and effect. That's
That is me.
yes. Who killed Sigveda Adenauer specifically?
Her brother.
Whose brother?
Looking directly at the witch.
Yeah, her brother.
Margarita.
Right. Fine. Well, I didn't know. She's not there. I can't see her.
So go ahead.
Dagmar von Wittgenstein.
Why?
His grandson.
Yeah. Fine.
Why?
There's another reason to go
Mhm.
hunting.
He turned him down. It was part of a deal, in truth. He asked for him from his grandfather so he could take his revenge upon him. And he did.
Fine. Swig of wine. Walk away. Thank you.
As said. You know, you could make use of me.
Let's go.
Your
Is it
man's
just going to
choice.
be you and me, Witch? What deals can we come up with, Witch?
We'll send the guide back for you, Magritte. If it comes to it, send it on its way. Head for the surface.
Let's go.
Back up.
I don't think we should send the guide back. When Magritte's done, she can go to where we left the guide.
Well, yeah, but
Yeah.
we want to make sure the guide
okay.
goes back down.
Because the
And
guy's
doesn't-
going to need to take us up.
Should be trapped
Yeah.
in here otherwise.
Oh,
Yeah.
send. Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
send. Right.
Yeah,
got you.
'cause
I was like, thought you meant
she's-
send it in there. I was
No,
like,
no,
I don't
no.
think we should do that.
No, no.
Nah, he's strong-willed.
No, he's confident. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
No,
cool.
no.
I
Just
see
send
what
it
you
back.
By the
mean.
horned rat.
Okay.
As Magritte then says, so you're leaving.
Yeah.
I will try to hold it as long as I possibly can.
Appreciate it.
If all goes well, it will be held past midnight. The 9th day.
Do you think there's anything we have left that we should ask?
I don't know.
Right.
I'm finding it difficult to concentrate on what it's saying.
I understand.
Do you need to hear for the rest of this?
Yes.
Let's go. There's nothing more we can do. Good luck.
Be safe. Good luck.
Watch over you.
He is not wrong about my grandfather. He is not possible. You can't kill him. You can just stop him.
Fine.
Stab him 14 times.
How do we stop him?
Chop his head off with Barracuda.
Demon, how do you kill him? I could eat him and wear his flesh. Then he would be dead. That is the only way.
Better question. How would we kill him?
No, we're delaying.
We're
No,
gonna-
I think there's one question to ask. What does the ring look like?
Yeah.
What is the what?
Colonia Pearl.
the
ring.
ring.
It is black. It says, with a single gem placed upon it, multifaceted. You'll recognize it. It stands quite stark against the rest of his clothing.
How good is Elric's memory in terms of was she wearing it when he met her?
Not that good, but I'm quite happy for you to do the
If
intelligence
it
test.
stands out.
Yeah, totally.
Two successes.
You don't recall anything standing out. However, you do recall the demon back in, because that's kind of grieving into your mind, back in the warehouse. with a ring, and it went flying off when it became the demon, and it was the child, and it slewed free from the flesh.
Okay.
And it moved back, and it clattered down to the ground. So you do recall that.
And he met Felonia after that, didn't he?
So
Yeah.
yes, well after that.
Yeah.
Well after that. So clearly
She's missing it.
the ring of Philonia Pearls was taken before that point.
So, right, what is the plan?
Well, we'll have time to talk about it as we're walking.
Indeed you do. The journey back up to the surface is not short. It's a good hour or so to get all the way back up. With, toilet breaks. It takes a while. And that gives you more than enough time to consider what you actually are going to do.
What if we flood the under of Middenheim?
What would?
With what? Where would we get all the water?
I don't know, but like...
Was this idea after someone's been taking a pee? You're like,
What if we make it like gas and make it collapse? Like they'll have to.
They'll check out the whole of
There's
the
a city
city.
above
Yeah.
Can we?
Do you think, in the same way that there was a secret entrance into Schmiedhammer's house,
Mhm.
do we think there might be a secret entrance into Dagmar's house?
Oh, I think Emmanuel Schlagen would be the one to
yeah.
ask.
Schlagen is the inn.
Top on our.
How
she
do
top?
we get to her, though?
Oh, where would she
There
be
is
going?
also, now that we're out of earshot of the demon,
Mhm.
there is something else I can try. It's a very outside chance of it working.
Oh, I love these outside
Right,
chance
we'll
plans.
do it.
I could attempt an augury to find the flame. If I'm very lucky, the same thing as what happened yesterday, and I will know precisely the path to follow to get there.
When we go there first.
Going against
It's
the
a-
plan you said to the demon. I love it even
It's
more.
It's a very outside
I
chance.
think you should do
No,
it.
do it. Outside chances are good.
If
We're not in the
I,
holy ground, just
yeah, I'm not doing it on the holy ground.
Pass
no.
over that. Yeah.
Very much not. If I pass out, just pick me up and carry me with you.
Birdie.
And Elra.
Oh,
If my eyes are still glowing, that means it's not finished yet.
Come on, Andy.
Come on.
Sigmar's
It's a fucking crit! Oh my god!
total successes, please.
It is. Do you want to know the number? Because it's unfortunate.
Tell me it's
It's
66.
Oh, it's beautiful! Oh, this was fucking destined.
It wants us
Oh.
to go.
So yeah, I mean, it's a total of 7 successes, but the successes don't matter, do they? If it's a crit.
No, successes do matter.
Oh, so it's a total. Well,
Here's my numbers.
7, but then actually it's intuition, so I get on the
And you
intuition
can spend a
bonuses.
fortune point to add on to it.
I could. I've only got 2 though.
Yeah, fair point.
7. So 8 successes.
8 successes.
8 successes and a
So,
crit. And I've got augury.
Maybe
3
spend a
times.
fortune point it to make it 9, please. Like,
I mean, 9 is also not much better.
oh,
better
augury
than
3
8
times
or
as well.
6.
So,
Numbers are all bad. Never roll.
Never roll dice.
beautiful.
Never roll.
But I also have augury 3 times.
Yes, you do. So it's 3 core pieces of information. As you
Somebody write this shit
sit
down.
down, clasp your hands, and then mumble a prayer to Sigmar, whose divine protection over you and all the Empire ensures that you are bound together towards a common cause. The cause of, humanity. Sorry. The cause of defying, and he immediately lifts his head at the point of defiance. He doesn't know it, but he's looking directly towards a open, dark pit in the opposite wall. And then he knows it's that way. He can feel it. Just as certainly as he can feel where the flame is, because that's what he feels. It's just nothing more than he's always been able to sense the flame, but now it's
He knows how to get there.
there in front of him.
Oh.
Sends a tingle right down his back. What are you doing?
Follow that priest.
That means you're going to be going in a different direction to your guide.
What do we do when we get to the flame?
Stop the cultists.
We smack the people we see.
We're assuming they're there and not on the way. So
Well,
we just
if they're not there, we hide and ambush them.
We follow the Ulrican dogma
Exactly.
of ambush.
The Ulrican dogma of ambush.
it's just more about
Tried and
timing, but
tested.
at least we know.
Sorry,
what
Wolf-
lever
Wolfmar.
Dagmar is.
Right.
So, are we going to follow his Sigmar sense rather than our guide?
It would be
And
a-
if that's the case, what are we doing and saying to the guide?
We will
Because
tell.
he will not go in a different
No,
direction.
no. I'm going to tell the guide to go back to where he waited for us.
And wait for
Then-
Magritte.
and wait for Magritte.
Right, give me an intimidate test, please. Balance this off against my desperate desire
4
to never...
successes.
Fuck you, off he goes.
I am Whitebird.
Yeah, quite, you are
Yeah.
Whitebird, and he is Whitebirdy terrified.
Wait.
So off he goes back down to... Right, so are we off down? This is exceedingly simple because you are going the right way. Most others who take this particular route don't.
So trial and error.
Yeah.
Ah.
Let's
They not
keep
just trial and
track.
error. They go long, winding paths. They go routes that are easy. He goes up to a crevasse, squeezes through, takes a good 5 minutes to get through that particular part as you're all helping through. You mean not problem at all.
Is there a
Okay.
slide? It is a tech bro place. Middenheim's head office.
As you make your way down through a variety of tight squeezes,
I'm going to mark
open
the path
caverns.
as we go.
Scratch.
Good call.
Some of which take you through an entire cavern filled with large, up-tilted mushrooms, all of which have pools of water sitting in the centre of them, with a certain level of bioluminescence that it's not enough to provide light, but it's enough to see them, along with your torches.
That's
making
what
your way down.
humans look like to me.
What?
No, it's not. Just saying shit now. This is just
Have you
absolute
eaten one of the
bollocks.
mushrooms?
You only just caught on to that.
They
You know when it
think,
goes too far.
well, not like a mushroom, just a faint glow. I was trying to pay you a compliment.
Oh, right.
As you make your way
I mean, that's sort of what everyone looks like to me.
Is it
Down
different colored glow?
through that, across a long corridor, as you go down deeper and deeper, and about 3-4 times later, you don't know how long it's been, because you don't know how long it's been.
This is how I spent 50 years down here and thought it was 15.
Yeah. For example, you don't know how long it's been. You've stopped for food. You're going off again, and it starts to turn cold.
Good sign.
I regret this already.
Really cold.
You're not still wearing your Kislev clothes.
They got burnt.
Oh, we forgot to mark a nice little detail, because not necessarily everyone knows. She's got a big burn on her nose.
She has her
which is-
hood down, but it just cuts off just above.
I did fix it up, though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
but it's
it's
still
still there.
Yeah, I know.
It's burned. She's got her wounds back. She just still got a
You
burn.
do a
on her
little
face.
salve every so often.
Pals,
I
it's
wouldn't even let her
bandaged
bandage it
up
because she said it
from
had to breathe.
getting
Yeah, yeah.
clotheslined.
Yeah. Down, 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 until it starts to grow closer to freezing. Endurance test for everyone, please.
6 successes.
0 successes.
1 success.
3 successes.
Oh, we're all doing well. You, mate?
It should be 4.
Oh, sweet. Everyone's nice. It's cold. You're wrapped up. You go down, and then in the distance, you can see light. The first light that we've had. This place is pretty much devoid of life. There's no rats scurrying around as you would normally expect. But now down here, there's no anything. It's just stone, cold stone, then freezing stone, then a stone covered with a rime of ice, and then the flickering argent light, which you're not to go towards, you go away from. It surprises you as you're like,
That way.
as you go down another way, spiral a little, And then, well, you just have to go off into the darkness, apparently, as you hit your first not walkable section. It's just black down there. Everyone else can make that clear. It's black. It just sounds like it echoes into nothing.
Is it straight down? Is it slidey down?
You don't know. It might be.
Well, bear in mind, darkness doesn't really affect him.
It just goes down. It might slide at some point.
But initially, it's going straight down.
Yep.
Does he have any sense of how far?
No.
Is there like any loose stones he can kick down?
We've got a light, right?
Yeah.
So
with a
instead
key
of
hearing?
walking, like,
It's skidding.
Leap of faith, I guess.
Leap of faith. Dun dun dun. Are you literally leaping or just
We
putting
can.
your bum in the air and just
No.
sliding down?
As traumatic as that would be, that would also lead to a broken ankle.
most
Athletics
cautious.
test, please.
I can lower
With
you
advantage
down.
if he's
Because he's
taking
taking his time, does he get advantage?
Um,
Because he is literally taking his time.
no advantage. It's stressful as fuck.
I can lower
it's not
you
just
down.
time. It's stressful as fuck.
Oh, sorry, 2 successes.
2 successes, and it's not the lowering down, it's the issue. He falls a good 200 paces before he hits the first edge of the ankle.
Oh, wow.
Okay, it's to steady himself, make sure he doesn't go in the wrong direction or hurt himself in any degree. 2 successes.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm wearing
9
armor.
wounds.
Glad I'm wearing-
Okay, you take 9 wounds.
And does armor help with that?
That's clatter, clatter, clatter. It doesn't stop. Oh no, it will stop 1. Because of the nature of the damage. It's 8 wounds.
8 wounds.
As
Three
boom,
wounds.
and you slide into a space at the bottom, clatter over, tumble slightly, and you're in pitch darkness.
Not
So
that
that's
I know.
no
Not
ball.
that you
Should
have
we
an
go back
issue.
right, well,
You've ditched
job
the
done.
loser.
You ditched him.
He's the troublesome priestess.
You can deal with that. No, I'm joking.
So,
Also,
May Sigmar protect you again.
how are we gonna get back?
you're
up
still
this
alive.
way?
There'll be other ways.
You just have to shout into the open. There's that way. You went skidding along sideways for some time. You're alive. You're in a sort of circular chamber with another, and you're meant to go in that direction. You can feel it.
Does anyone have like pitons or anything?
Anyone else want to just
All right, let's go. See you later.
Can we climb down rather than dropping?
That's what I mean. If
you
we've got a
can
smooth
give it a
or-
go. Have you got scales to your surface as a talent?
No.
Then the answer is you don't think you can climb down.
no one rope and a pit on, we can just.
You've
Well,
got skills to your surface?
No, I'm just going.
Yeah, you're just jumping. Love it. Go for it. Do your athletics test.
Probably a fail. It's a fail.
It's a fail. So
I might do a
you
little.
take 21 wounds.
oh,
My
Okay,
toughness?
as you batter,
You've got a
batter,
million fortune
batter,
points,
batter,
Yeah,
batter.
it's not working.
Oh, you do take toughness off that one
I
though.
do
Batter,
take toughness
batter.
off.
Oh, you take toughness off your
Yeah,
one
I
as
did.
well.
Yeah.
Good.
Can I do a little abiding faith on myself just to
Yeah, indeed. So, how many times you got abiding faith?
possibly only once, but
Because that will be your abiding faith string for
Yeah.
the
So
set.
21, did you say?
Yeah, 21. Minus your
Mine-
toughness bonus.
16. I'm fine.
Yeah. Clack, clack, clack,
oh, no, I've
clack.
got it twice.
Oh, so you got another one. Stream. You get twice.
All good.
Yes.
I'd like to do a little prayer.
All good.
A prayer of?
Fortune, a blessing.
Excellent. Do your blessing of fortune. As you bounce off the edge, go down. There is no way you're keeping that quiet. You can all hear the ooh, ee. It's a little bit like if you've ever watched that Simpsons episode where he attempts to go over the canyon and bounces off every edge as he goes down. There is Gura. I forget my life decisions. Whee! Until he hits the bottom and then just slides out, his chin scraping across the stone
Ooh.
as he stops
Can
right
I-
beside you and a small pool of blood spreads out from his
Can
chin.
I-
Face injury squad.
Can I
Face injury.
This is the pretty
immediately?
side.
Can I immediately try and lay hands on him?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Lay your hands on him.
I
Yes.
got 8
Miracle of healing
successes.
Oh,
hands.
sweet. Ronald is with you as you whisper your prayer.
That's another crit. Woo!
Wow, you're on, hopefully not
I-
fire,
I don't-
but you're doing well.
I don't know what crits do on pray tests. I'll check.
Don't give your wrath
That's
of
a lot
God.
of successes.
I have a question though.
Yes.
I rolled 60.
And it cannot.
Yes.
Yeah, you're right. Cannot trigger wrath of God.
I have 3 sin points.
Yes. So 10 counts as it counts as a 10.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so,
so
you need
that's
to have
fine.
10 sim points for that to click off.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, you're okay. No wrath of
Right.
God's there.
So 3 of them have gone down. Where?
So I guess
That's who went next?
I'll,
There's
I
only
can
2 down.
pass
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
my
give me
blessings, right? Because I got 8. I can
9
do 3 more, I think.
The detail.
So I'll give you all
And
a
she goes
blessing of
round
fortune.
whispering Blessings from Ronaldo.
And what
upon
does
you.
that do?
You can re-roll or reverse your next failed test.
Nice. Seems
Would
like a
I
good time to go then.
get the benefit of that?
You do not.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Yeah, you don't.
Let's
I'll
see.
do the prayer.
Yeah,
It's
no,
okay.
no, I'm sure you will, but
Reference.
Yeah.
Make way for Willie.
2
going?
successes. Yeah.
Oh, 1 success.
Okay, so that is 10 wounds, and
2
2
successes.
successes.
I
That is 9 wounds. Okay, you take your
so-
toughness off it if you wish.
And armor.
Yeah, 1 point of armor.
are you
Yeah,
going?
A maximum.
Yeah,
That's all he
yes.
has.
As whoa, you tumble a bit, but you manage to keep your balance all the way down as you slide in, and Elric slides in right behind you with a slight clunk as you bat up against each other
Ah, my
slightly.
face.
That was him.
Still, no, Elric's all completely bandaged.
Oh,
up.
yeah, good point.
I'm
Oh.
presuming they've got light down there, right?
Okay, so yeah,
So I
they're
can now sort of see
it's
'Cause
the,
I've got
you've got acute sense
night vision and acute sense vision.
There
It's
is
like-
this dullest glow. A good. I mean, it's really far.
Yeah.
And let's just lay it out so we've got it relatively clearly. Think of a football pitch.
Yeah.
A standard football pitch. Double it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Now imagine a really dim light at about the end of that, and that's where the curve starts.
Okay.
Okay, so the light is much further away than that. So it's like you almost wish you hadn't seen it, because that's like a death drop.
How did they
Except
do
it isn't where alive.
I mean, they seem to be fine.
They
I
seem
just
to be
wondered
fine.
if there was a way I could that would give me an advantage on negotiating it.
No, it just makes you feel queasy.
Yeah.
Yeah, if anything,
Right,
it makes
I
you
guess
feel
so.
worse. Cool test.
I'm not cool. I don't want to go. I don't like heights, you mean?
What about Alamina's crit from earlier in terms of cool? Is
That
she
was
still
just
feeling the
for
effects?
No.
Is
that's
this
complete-
helping save me?
I mean,
No,
it's
no,
towards the
yeah.
same thing. But that's
Yeah, it
that,
just means I don't get stressed.
yeah, totally.
I passed. I spent a fortune.
Yep, good stuff. Are you gonna go?
Yeah.
Do you want to leave Yumi behind?
No, I don't want to leave you behind. I want.
Shall we hold hands?
I mean, we
Make it
might
worse.
hurt each other more
Yeah,
if
you
we go
might
down
hurt each other
together.
if we
You
go
go
together.
first. I will go last.
Okay, sitting at the edge and then just cool test.
I'll be
It's
right
much worse
behind
now
you.
that others have gone. Now you know it's not like 10 feet.
I actually need to reroll that.
Okay, she's just sitting on the edge.
Push her.
Face-
Push her.
I don't want to
Right,
push her in case
okay.
it hurts
Reroll.
her.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
she's not
worse.
going.
Oh no.
You
Can you not
push her.
reverse it?
She
Because
might
you did your
dodge.
Oh,
blessing.
you had your own
Oh,
blessing.
you got your
yeah, I
blessing.
do.
You got your blessing.
So the first one, it even would count. Would save you your fate point.
I can't remember.
Fortune.
what
You
it
rolled
was.
I saw 40 on one side.
So that'd be 0-4. So that'd be a
Yeah.
pass.
Yeah.
That'll do.
With
I'm
a
happy
little
that.
push, you'll be
I
good.
mean, that'll be.
It's all right. I'll be right behind you. You can do it.
Oh, athletics test, please.
Huh?
Athletics test, please.
And this one now
Really
really
good
good
at this.
reversed.
And now this can't be reversed. But
Yeah.
I guess I have reversed. Can I reroll?
Of course, if you wish to use a fortune point.
And I'll take the wheel. Nope.
Ronald's a bad driver.
3 fails.
Tonk. Tumble.
She's only a
Roll.
little.
Tonk, 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 tonk. 21 wounds. Oh, no, sorry. No, 21 wounds.
That's minus my
Toughness bonus. Yes, if you've got any armor, you can take 1 point off.
I'm coming down now.
Wait, let me just...
Yeah.
I'm at -1.
Right, excellent, critical. Love it. So you're 0 wounds. As you come out, cuts and grazes and you're really sore. You're skinned, your elbows, your knees are completely skinned, your nose is reskinned. Right where it was burned. Okay, your cheeks, which were sort of still red raw from being frozen by the sacred flame, go watch the side stream if you haven't already. Skids off as well. Okay, the darkness is the worst part, and then suddenly you're going horizontal. You're not even going vertical anymore. You don't understand. You're trying to hold on. One of your nails bends.
Atty!
As you leave
I'm
small fragments of your fingertip against that wall as you slide along, and then suddenly it's free as you tumble into the room where they're all waiting for you.
You're catching you.
And don't. Whoa, she looks pretty broken. Like maybe very broken. She's bleeding badly. She needs attention. You've got yourself one bleeding condition. You are losing a wound per round unless someone comes along with a healing kit. Do you have a healing kit with you?
Well, can I'll attempt a blessing first because I'm ahead of you. And then
Aw.
while you're
How'd you do?
Sauntering
I'm going to do
down.
really well, and then my dice knock the other one off.
It's not a crit, but it's a pass.
One success.
One success, that is 10 wounds.
Can I roll Shadow's Coil?
You got
First
Shadow's Coil.
time I used it, and it went off.
Oh!
I rolled a 10, which means I don't take any of that damage.
Nice.
Shadow's Coil.
Elf
You get one more
bullshit.
Elf bullshit. She's just
Okay.
not there.
And you get 12 wounds back.
Oh, nice, thank you.
Almenowite, by comparison, goes forward, makes a small movement, a twist of her hand, and steps in with the confidence of Ladriel, and then drops down. Her back almost slams in, but she coils, she twists, she rolls, she spins, and then at the end, she stands up.
3-point superhero.
Yeah. We all hold up numbers.
Uh,
Excellent dismount.
I do love a 10+ word save going on.
It's never
Well
That's
done.
the
Is that
first
the
time
first
it's
time?
ever happened.
Yeah.
First time I've rolled it, first time it's happened.
Nice.
As she's up at the end.
She's like, oh, I'm invincible now.
Does prayer get rid of my bleeding condition? Does your prayer?
Does my prayer get rid of the
It counts as, for this one, yes it
Yes.
does. That's your blessing. Or
No,
your,
the full-on miracle.
yes.
Healing hand.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
Healing hand.
I
Yes, it
literally had a
does.
bandage out like this, and I was like, okay,
I mean, she's
fine.
still probably got wounds to get back.
Yeah, she does.
No.
She's got a lot of skin that's
Two.
exposed.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
How few wounds do you
I'm gonna
have?
leave this bandage here. That'll be
I
useful later.
feel yeah, I only 2 more
Wow.
to get that.
Hey, Leopold. Now everything has calmed down. You can hear it. The burning. The slight roar.
I can hear it.
You couldn't before. Your own heartbeat was all you could really hear. That was actually terrifying. But now, yeah, you can hear it.
Theological question.
Why doesn't Sigmar like ladders?
I was already
Ulrich's flame.
kind of told off for going to see the flame once. Should I be going anywhere near it?
Who were you told off by?
Well, the person that they're trying to free, I'm assuming.
In which case, they're the enemy. So fuck those guys. Let's not listen to them.
I do love solid spiritual advice. Fuck those guys.
We're going to fuck those guys.
Surely-
Stay up.
Ulrich, whose flame it is, wants us to succeed.
And so does Sigmar, apparently.
Okay,
Let's
but
go.
if I start walking towards the flame, you have to stop
Yes.
me.
Okay.
It's
I think that goes for any of us.
It burns.
a broader, almost circular tunnel. And evenly circular all the way down, almost as if it's been bored. Follow it, twist round in a sinuous way. None of you have necessarily got enough awareness of just how much you've twisted, but you are aware that you're broadly going down until eventually you open up into a cavern. And the opposite side is where you're going. And you don't know what that is over there, but it's the first time you've actually needed to go somewhere where it feels like it's blocked. You can all see that it's a door. And that it's open. Just slightly. It is stone.
Can we peek?
You have to go across to it if you wish to do so, yes.
You will be like,
Oh, God.
I do have stealth underground.
no, but to these guys mostly.
Yeah, all right.
Very good at it too.
What?
We'll just... Because I've got stealth underground too. So.
So you two going to like stealth
Peculiarly.
just to get it?
All good. 4 successes.
Is the blessing still in place?
Yeah, you're still effectively in the same going through scene. I'm
5
happy with that.
successes.
Good. Okay. Blessing paid off. As you make your way over, reach it, and in the other side there is a large chamber. Are you carrying light?
I'm not.
Then you can't see. It's blackness in there.
Oh, well, at least there's nobody on the other side of the
their
door.
light, and you've got night vision, which means you can get a good 20 yards worth in. And there appears to be a room full of statues, all of which are holding what appear to be some form of weapon, great round shields with faces on
Yeah,
them
we were told
similar
about
to-
these. We were told about these, right?
Yeah.
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 Are they lizardy?
Are they?
As you look in, to begin with, you didn't think so, but then looking at them, it's difficult because they're stone. But yeah, they're like lizardine faces, and they're wearing helmets and stone plumes, bangles, and blocky jewellery hanging off them. One of them, that one there, has an earring hanging out. And they're all sitting so already.
Pointing
Facing
towards
the door.
facing the door, the
Facing
other
the other
way,
the away
which
from
I
the-
can't see, presumably.
Yeah, totally.
Right.
It looks like you've arrived at some form of guard chamber.
We will relay this back. But my worry was that the people we were looking for might have been on the other side of the door. They're
I
not,
think
so
we'll just-
we can proceed.
All right. Well, in the story that we were told, I'm right in thinking that all of those things came alive, right? In
Once the door opens.
right in defense or aggressive. So, do we want to go and trigger that? Because that would help certainly if we think the.
I think they'll be indiscriminately disposed
Defensive.
to kill
I think-
whoever.
But did they not activate until the door was open? Is that right?
Yeah.
I think so.
From what I recall from Marguerite's tale, it was when the door opened.
I
So in
wonder,
unreliable narrators and all that.
I wonder
but,
if we should sneak through and see if we can hear anything from the other side of the door to see if they've got in through another
You
route.
can hear the roaring up ahead. It is across this chamber somewhere.
Is now that we have light in the chamber, is there dust on the floor?
Picks up. Yeah, it's dusty.
Tracks.
Footsteps.
No tracks.
So it probably
It looks
happened
like
on
you got here first.
Unless,
it. No, he just said it.
yeah, he said it looks like we got
It's
here
not what I
first.
chose to hear.
Unless they also knew about the back door through which Pilbury
Had
all
they
left.
Yeah.
Which it is quite likely that would be the case because
They-
Pilbury would have told Dagmar, Dagmar would have told his grandson is betraying Dagmar, so they might know about the back door.
I mean, Dagmar might not have told his grandson,
Yeah.
but
Well, you know,
But he
30%, good odds.
Yeah.
So, what do we think are our odds of outrunning
Sure thing.
these guys?
If we're all at the door when we open it and we go through it and close it behind us, by the time they've transformed, there's a chance we might get through.
Well, no,
can see
I'm.
through walls.
You can see through
You'll
it.
know if there's people in there.
Yeah,
Or is
we-
the flame going to be so bright?
I mean, it might. It's also noisy as well to
Yeah,
me.
that's
I-
the worst.
I don't think if we're here before them, then we do have the
And
element
we'll
of
note,
surprise.
you're not on holy ground. Just make sure it's clear. I definitely haven't said that.
Yeah.
I haven't
Yes.
missed it. You haven't crossed over any
Can I
boundaries.
just, everybody, can Lupin just have a try and have a listen? I know it's hard because with the flame, but try and listen the other way, so that if they are coming the way that Dagmar
Perception
all
test, please.
came, are there
Perception
any
test.
footsteps
Perception
echoing?
test.
Is there anything to
Oh,
smell?
that's another crit!
You're
kidding.
literally
No.
on fire tonight.
66.
Sigmar is
Again.
whizzing.
66 again.
That's the third 66 we've had this evening.
That's probably
Why
not
do you
good,
keep
but-
telling him?
Because
What's
he
wrong
wants
with
to
you?
know.
Because he's a good guy.
We're all
He's a
numbers.
glorious
No.
He
hero.
doesn't lie about his crit.
'Cause we're all numbers.
17,
22.
18, 19 successes.
Holy shitballs. Wow. Okay, that is quite extraordinary. And that being the case, yes, you can hear movements. You can both hear them coming from below and from above. Few things you become aware of. There was lots of passages you could have gone through and probably died. But that something big could make their way up quickly. Just big, long things that just claws itself up. Because you can hear the big thing, and it's not down there, it's up there. And it's fighting.
That's maybe good.
That is what you hear. Distant conflict, something large, facing off against, and then you shudder slightly. Magic. There's magic going on up there, and not good magic.
This huntsman everybody's so frightened of, is it like really big?
Yeah,
I think it's fighting them up there right now.
good. Good.
Okay, no,
I
that is
hope it
good.
eats them.
So,
It likes to eat people.
I mean, we could just wait here and
Well, yeah, it'd be stupid to move.
Really?
We know they're on the way.
We can set an Ulrican ambush, right?
Yes.
So where are you going to put your ambush? Is it going to be here in the main chamber?
So-
Are you going to go through the chamber to the other
can
door?
I get some clarity?
Yes.
The tunnels you said that the big thing pulled itself up through.
Yes.
Are we in one of those right now?
Well, you're in the edge of the big square room where all the guardians
But
are. And there's
sorry,
a large cavern on the other side of which there's multiple tubular, almost pipe-like sinuous
What I'm saying is, do I think the big thing could come into that cavern outside the door?
Yes.
I think we should sneak to the door, not open it, not touch it,
In the shadows.
because they might not come this way, and then we wouldn't know. They might come in the back door because they get to the back door a different way,
True,
and then we'd be
We don't
just
know where the
sitting
door
Well,
leads.
So
Do
sitting
whatever.
out here, not a good idea.
Plus, if they do come in and we feel that like we're outmatched by them,
Just
we
open
open
the
the door, and presumably those things will attack indiscriminately.
but they might not. It might only have been a spell that worked once.
Because I believe in Marguerite's story they were skeletons, correct?
No.
Originally, and then they reformed
they-
themselves,
Yep.
and now they are
Now they're
statues.
statues.
No, they're
This is
statues.
different to the original story.
But that also could be unreliable narrator.
Well, it could be. The other thing to do as well and be aware of is...
I mean, we also never found out what happened to Dagmar after he disappeared in the flame, right?
Maybe he turned them all to stone.
Long shot. Can Albert perceive any magic around this area?
Do yourself a perception test, please. As you hone in your
One success.
one success. This place is interestingly devoid. Then much of what being down here has felt cold and empty anyway.
Yeah.
So it's nothing more than a point of interest rather than unexpected. But yeah, it feels kind of dead. The idea that these might waken up to you seems less likely than it might have done if, for example, it was flushed with it, where you'd be like,
Yeah.
holy shitballs, let's try to avoid that nonsense.
However, also it feeling dead could mean there is a lot of some type of magic that
Yep,
you
could
can't
do.
perceive.
It could do.
the other thing that you mentioned in terms of
But
waiting...
when he did that, was he getting a sense of the dark that's been slung
No,
up?
I'm too far away. Didn't crit. Only a single
So that's
success.
okay. You mentioned waiting and let them fight out with Huntsman and then carry on and come down here and we deal with an ambush down there. There's more sense in, as a smaller force, attacking whilst they're distracted,
Yeah, but-
fighting this thing.
We don't know where they are, which way they'll come, how to get there.
Plus, there's every chance. I mean, if they
Alright.
lose, the huntsman will then devour us.
Well, yes, but at that point you can
No.
hear it.
I think we should be as I think we
hear
need
it from
to.
further away. We know you're
We'll
going
Is
I-
this another let's bring a trap?
No,
Within
it's
a
not.
trap.
Sound
What
military
if it's not?
tactics.
What if there's two groups of them and we go up after that one and the other sneaks in?
So
we have to be
the
as close
question
to
is,
our quarry.
where are you holding up?
Right
And
by
of-
the door.
A
Right
few
by-
obvious choices. We have a large square room full of statues. And a choke point at one end, which is the slightly ajar door. And if you believe the story, there'll be another door at the other side, which you presume will be shut. You've not even checked it yet.
We need
Okay,
to look.
you've got the main chamber on that side, then all your tubular bits. Is there anything you're going to do?
We're gonna go and check the other door.
So you're going to
Sneak
go
through.
passing back through all of these statues.
Can
They
I,
are
Be
in.
alert to any movement.
Seems fair.
No stealing things from them.
Yes.
do a law warfare check, please, to see,
Yep, go.
from what I know of the layout, the best place to lay an ambush.
Do yourself a lore warfare test, please.
Law.
Do you want help?
There's so many advances, but it's just so shit. Yes, please.
No.
Okay, never mind. 0
92.
successes.
You think one of the choke points is best?
I don't even say
0 successes
I
for the
don't-
win!
I don't even say anything.
Is it so obvious is his conclusion?
Yeah,
Oh,
you just
there
hide
are-
behind the
there.
statue.
So we have ourselves a very large chamber with a lot
Supernumerate, how many are
of
there?
very careful. That's not how supernumerary. Oh, it kind of does to a degree.
I'll do it.
Are they in uniform ranks?
They are exactly.
2 successes, plus 1. I think. No,
You
that's a value.
think that there's probably 1,024 of them.
Oh, lovely. So,
very specific.
I
Yeah.
am
It is.
completely underestimating the size of this chamber.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, it's
an interesting
big.
number.
I thought you meant like
As you
15.
make your way across, passing your way through, there's not more than enough space to pass between each of them. Not a single one of them is less than about 8 foot in head height. So they're way bigger than you, particularly when you consider the length of their tail. The chunkiness of their muscles make your torsos feel a little bit lean in places. These are big creatures. As you pass your way through those and reach the opposite side, where there is a large double door with a singular face in the middle and what appears to be a seam that would suggest it's definitely a double door, not just one big one. That singular face has very much got the on it.
can I do a quick lore arts test looking at one of the statues to see if there's any, because there's like theoretically 2 ways to make statues. Number 1, you make it, so chisels and shit like that,
Mhm.
or magic. So we'll know either way.
Yeah, do yourself all right.
Yeah.
8 successes,
Um,
but I've only got 5 advances.
Interestingly, it's the small details. It's all the cuts, the abrasions. These have been fighting. Many of them have been fighting. These are not perfect examples of each one of the lizardine entities. The detail is altogether too acute. Having a quick look at one of them as they reach the door and you're just looking down, it's just too small.
Right.
You're quite convinced magic is the obvious source, or a craftsman of ridiculous elven capability, or possibly top-end human if they spent a very, very long time, but there's so many of them.
And why would you stick it down on the ground when you feel that
Indeed,
good?
where nobody gets to see
Yeah.
them.
Okay, all right. Well, look, they're definitely not made statues, just so you all know. So probably magic-y.
We're at the door at the other end. What's our
Alamino,
plan?
can you cover our tracks? Because we'll all have left footprints in the dust.
When you can dust them up, it's going to look like it's been dusted up if anyone looks carefully.
Yeah, but I think it's probably better.
It's
than
better
just
than
seeing
having footprints.
It is. So,
So then we hoover.
what we're going to do with the door?
You can
Have a
also,
listen.
Mhm.
As best we can, I guess. I
Door
can
of the
ignore.
flame.
Hmm.
Now,
But if
they
they
might
were-
be in there already.
If they were loudly chanting, I'd probably hear that over the room.
Yes,
right?
you probably would, yeah.
How does it look like, before they were on the ground and they reformed and started running towards the door in the story we heard,
Mhm.
and now they're like closer to the door?
No, they're all equally spread across the entire room.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Okay,
Terracotta warriors.
equidistant to each other,
Yeah.
equidistant to the walls, equidistant entirely, pretty much.
We sort of
Can I-
reset all
And
base.
this is a question
Seems to be.
Lupul will have to articulate because he won't be able to tell himself. But when you say that there's no footprints in the dust, like, is there any difference in the depth of dust around their feet compared to elsewhere?
Not that you can see.
I don't know why you'd be asking that, but no.
Well, how long ago did Dagmar's story happen?
60 years?
Yeah, I don't think he ever really.
Well, just there might have been like dust that was disturbed by them moving, and that might have been less, marginally less disturbed than dust elsewhere. Like in the corners of the room, is it deeper?
If there is a door in there, then a hidden one, then isn't that the best place to ambush them from?
But isn't that past the warp stone?
Oh yeah.
Well, if the story's to be believed, didn't Pilbury loot that?
He
He
mined
took
it all.
some of it, not all of it.
No, he took all of it.
Not that you can see with any certainty or anything.
I would
Yeah.
say he took 15 chunks.
Sticky fingered
There,
Pilbury.
thereabouts.
I don't.
And if there was warpstone, I could move it. It'd be fine.
Depends how big it was, Bernie.
I'm quite strong. It'd be alright.
Also, it's nice and flammable.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
That's also
Yeah, no, there is actually some logic in that.
In what?
Going in.
Waiting inside.
Oh, thank you. Thanks
Anybody
for
wish
saying
to-
that.
Push on said door.
But
Not
get ready.
you.
But get
Why not?
ready to go through.
I'm the most invisible.
I'm just thinking because I guess from the story and from playing a certain character, we knew the markings on that door were related to the prince.
But I'm invisible.
Right.
Did you not
Invisible
see
if
me
you
fall
touch
down that
something.
way? All right.
I'll do it.
Strength test.
I won't do it.
I'll
Shall
try.
we-
No, we don't know yet. Let's see how he goes first. No, is he's like, Matt doesn't seem to be moving.
It's quite heavy.
Shall
I-
we?
I
Shall we
probably need
both
to
do
jiggle.
it?
5 successes.
Okay, as Elric puts his weight behind it, and
I loosened it.
a
we
pickle
head
jar.
into the break.
Hi, I'm Sage. You just watched me play LAWhammer. Now that we're waiting for the ad break to finish, why don't you like and subscribe and maybe join us on Discord so we can keep talking about all this cool stuff we're making. We also have a Patreon and all the rules on there are free, so you should totally check it out as well. And if you've got some money to spare, we'd really love it. We could get some better mics and some better lights and all that kind of stuff for you. So yeah, just come join us. It'll be great to see you.
5 humans lurch unnaturally, swinging their bodies from side to side sinuously, completely out of control, as behind them a chaos sorceress spins them and the pavan that they dance to deal with the thing before them. They understand that they have to deal with this first. They have already dealt with the other guardians that were down here. The minions of the Purple Hand. But they dealt with them some days ago. Now it is time to claim the flame. Unfortunately for them, down in the flames are 6 glorious, battered, bruised, slightly scraped off their face, oh my bum, heroes who have found their way to the bottom of a set of passageways and corridors that normally take a good 2 or 3 days to get to, lest you know the secret ways. As it turns out, with a critical, they somehow got down here. And remember at the beginning of the episode when I said I didn't know where it was going to go? This is an example of why I didn't know where it was going to go. I really didn't think they'd be down here because of the length of time it would take. Did I think there was an outside possibility that our glorious heroes might scrub around in the dark while the city exploded above them? Possibly. But instead, they are at the bottom first. And the door pushes open. And white light spills over them, as does the freezing air, as it frigidly hits you all, and toughness test immediately.
I would like to invoke tenacious because I've already done a check for the code.
Okay, have you? What does the benefit the talent does? Have you double checked that that's what it says now?
God.
There you go.
I have tenacious.
I just crit it.
Oh, bloody hell! Sigmar is with him.
Oh, let me check tenacious again. See
Thank you all.
I mean, it's also
Yeah.
it's my spiritual home.
It's like home.
4 successes.
Good.
Two
Excellent.
fails.
I am purposely not looking at the light.
No, it's just fatigue. But doing an endurance test, so
Oh yeah, fatigue. I haven't put the fatigue rules in, so I'll let you
Oh.
sit on it. No, I'll let you sit in the double. I'll let you go because it's my fault, not his. 100% fine. Tom. And you got 2 fails. I
I'm
believe.
fine, Tom.
No,
2 fails.
No, 2
percent Tom.
successes.
Who got the 2 fails?
I did.
Oh,
no, bro,
okay.
you said you're tenacious.
Yes.
So you passed the previous test, so you can
You're
place
just
them on his
like
own.
him.
It's hard.
Oh, right.
She's
Yeah.
fine.
Okay,
And it's my fault.
My turn then.
So, yay! Good. The room itself is lit up nice and brightly because of this argent flame. Let's give a quick, easy to imagine description. An onion. Bulbous at the bottom, going up at the top. That's the general shape of the chamber on the other side. It's all flat on the bottom, and it has concentric circles making its way in towards the very centre. Each of these circles have got a variety of square, blockish runes in them, marked out in gold. Or so at least it appears. Many of them are relatively worn and scratched. Some of them have got what appears to be a dark green, or in some cases pale green, stone marked in them, picking out some of the details. They are universally not in any language that you know. It's not even classical, Birdie.
Everything looks like classical to me.
Quite.
Is it the same as the stuff we saw in the temple
Which temple?
of Ulrich? Near the flame
It
there.
absolutely isn't. It is completely and utterly different.
Interesting.
Blockish, odd manufacture. The flame itself is in the centre and it's quite clearly not a natural flame. It's burning eternally from what appears to be almost a grate. A golden gridded grate that you can just occasionally see more than others, burning up from it to a dark nothingness high above. It just goes up like it's an enormous chimney sitting above it.
So we're not actually at the base of the flame.
No, we are.
We can see the beginning of it, but it's coming from.
Oh, right.
If we remember the
Okay.
specifics of the story, this is the base of the flame, and the bit further down was the fuel source.
That's right. It's all coming flooding back.
And the
now.
As a certain nitpicky character insisted on.
Statues, fine.
We have not moved.
I don't know if that's good or bad.
It means we are the last line of defense.
No pressure then.
I mean, this is
Closing the door or
this is
keeping it
literally my
open or
holy
doing
duty.
what?
Closing it.
Is to protect this flame.
So is everyone going through into the room?
Yeah.
The except for one obvious exception, the brightness of it all hurts the eyes. The coldness steams your breath immediately. You're not sure how long one could easily sustain oneself in here without wrapping yourself up properly, or perhaps being a bright wizard. Bright wizards, though, will need to channel to keep their temperature up. And the wind in here is, again, oddly dead. You were expecting like this great, almost outpour of something.
Like in the cottage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it doesn't feel like that. Or maybe you're just completely unaware of the other wind. Maybe you just can't see it. I will let you do a perception test. And you also have which sight, I believe?
No.
No, then you
I
don't
can
get it.
just,
No, you don't get it.
do stuff.
Great success.
One success. Yeah, you're quite convinced there's a lot of not your wind here.
From our perspective, is this bit holy ground?
Nope.
Is there any sign of the other doorway out?
Not that you can see.
Drew my sword.
Is it fashioned in such a way to look like something like a tomb or a
Nope, nope.
temple?
Nope,
Or
nope, nope. It's all roughly hewn and clean.
it's
There's
like-
no obvious other door. And further, on the other side of this door, there's no great mark of awfulness, as was described in said story.
It's like Andy's a demon and we ask him questions and he just tells us stuff. It's just like it was earlier.
Numbers.
Roll
Are there
just
any
a-
numbers visible?
No, there is no.
Can Alan and I start to look round the room for any sign of a hidden door?
Yes.
Of
Good
your
shout.
perception test, please.
The edges.
I'll do the same.
Good, good. Perception test for you as well.
Electrical channel, so he's not freezing. to
Yeah,
death.
yeah.
I
Good
think
stuff.
we should all have a little look around.
8 successes.
I see
You,
nothing.
Fuin,
Is
the
that
difficulty
wise?
was 6, so you've got 2 successes.
Oh, sorry, it's actually 11 successes.
No, that's good. 5 successes, even better. As you feel it, and there's for about the first maybe 2 or 3 seconds, almost nothing, and then you start drawing it in, reaching it almost from the walls, as if there's magic redolent within the stone. You hadn't even felt it, but what you find fascinating is that it keeps coming. Normally it'd be a very small amount. You draw from somewhere else, draw from something else. You need some empirical fire, some equivalent. This cold fire clearly wouldn't do, but you're getting more, and it's tough, it's hard, but you can get it in. And
Put his hand to the wall and
Do I
Perception
know
test.
he's doing it? I
um,
probably can't
well,
sense it, can I?
he's concentrating on
he's
something.
probably stopped shaking.
Yeah.
Channel it.
Aye,
She
cold.
might be able to sense it. She's a sorceress.
Sounds like
Give
she's-
me a minute.
just sounds like she's distracted.
My feeling though is there's a hell of a lot of something else in here, and that might
Mask.
overwhelm the sense. Because I can sense, and usually I can at least sense some kind of wind.
I got 3 successes on my perception check to check the walls.
And anyone else? No, you
I
got
failed.
none.
I failed.
You may considered lifting her head and then just went and hugged Elric's back.
Oh, he's so warm. He's so warm.
No.
He's so warm. Oh, he's so
you rubbing
warm.
your burnt
Nice.
nose on my robe.
No, it's my forehead. Just like.
Do you have Trapper?
No, I've got set trap.
Oh, that's good. Have a set trap test, please.
Oh, okay.
Can I assist?
Oh, how nice of me. She gives the opportunity to make our own trap.
I'm going to spend a fortune point.
Can I assist?
Not where she is. She's just
4 successes.
4 successes. You're moving. You think you found it, and you pull off. This is definitely triggered as you're holding it.
Uh-oh.
Could it be the door?
You heard the click.
Landmine.
I've triggered something.
So can I look to see if we can?
Yes,
on-
you.
Do you have Trapper?
No, I have set trap.
Nope. The
Okay.
damage is done.
I have done the damage.
Right. So what do you? So what? Okay. So
I'll just stand here, shall I?
It's not
If
ideal.
everyone just back
We all
to
back
Ray.
away.
Um,
Where is she in comparison to the
That's a
central flame pillar
She's on
thing?
the opposite side to where the door is.
and
Like the light on the wall.
If there's a force that pushes back, is it gonna like?
It'll push her straight towards the presumably the flame.
wow.
Yes.
her Yume's
We just grab you and you're
miracle trap sense.
Yes.
She's used it before, not necessarily being super close to it. It just kind of activates. I mean, last time we were in a trap, so it wasn't.
You are in. Yeah. Anyway.
Does she think that it might give her more information?
Well, if it's a door handle, not a trap, then it might give you more information.
What does the miracle say?
Do you need to?
I have it open. Because last time we didn't know. Trap sense says you are automatically aware of all traps within range.
Sounds great. So it won't give you any more information other than it's
And-
there.
Yeah.
But it would
But if
determine
it's
if
not
it's
a
a trap
trap.
rather than an entrance.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do
Do I
that.
pray in here though?
I don't know, do you?
How attached are you to the elf?
It's not holy ground, but the temple upstairs was, right?
Yes, I think so.
Are we?
Yeah,
are-
we know. Andy's clear that we haven't passed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're definitely not
Yeah.
on holy ground here.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to?
Do you think praying in here is safe?
I have no reason to believe it's not. I mean, I called on Sigmar out there and it helped. We're literally doing what my holy duty is.
Yeah, but I
I'm
don't know.
small.
I don't think it.
We're the good
Ronaldo
guys.
gives a shit.
Well,
In
no,
a
well,
sense.
but in which case that's very much out with my spiritual purview.
Yeah.
I can't imagine Ronald's into Chaos Gods in a big way.
No, he isn't.
Well, there you go then. We're doing our bit to
What do you-
thwart them.
What are you praying for?
To check if that's an actual trap or not.
Oh well, he's sort of renowned sort of all trickery, right? So
Go for it.
It's not really
he'll-
how that
he-
works,
he-
but
I don't know.
sure. Yeah.
We need to.
If I start walking towards the flame, you know to stop me.
We will do.
And she'll try and pray to
You taste.
Hey Ronald, help please. I mean it's just a 06 plus 2 successes.
2 successes.
Don't tell me we're in a trap.
You whisper.
There's so many
Into
traps.
elf
Close in.
shoulder blades.
Close in to where Alaminowith is. Your ear up against it. And Ronald could dance through a room with 1,000 mousetraps and not set off one. Because she's Ronald. That's because she knew where the traps were. So do you. They're on the other side of this door. And they're explosive.
Oh dear.
They are really explosive.
We just got
Do I
ourselves.
get a sense of direction?
Oh.
Okay.
We just got ourselves a weapon. And you're holding the trigger.
But also in the path of said weapon.
Well, we can
What if
yoink you out.
So was there like a depress?
Yes, something clicked.
Can
and
we
there isn't
re-click
any
it?
other door other than this, right? Here.
No, the door you came in by.
Sure, yeah.
Wait, am I just going to stand here until you?
Well, for now.
Which is what we figured out.
Yeah.
Well, what if Gerhardt's gonna love this. What if we set the trap attached to the trap? In the sense that we put another mechanism in place to keep that
As is.
pressed as it is,
No, that's not a trap.
and then set it so that those people coming in will trigger it instead of us.
No, it's
Well,
a trap.
where do we go though?
Back the way we came.
Back in one of the other tunnels.
So we have to work out exactly the amount of pressure that Alaminowith is currently putting on said switch, create some doohickey to apply said pressure, and then when the moment is needed, that pressure is released and boom. Is that the
You
suggestion?
got the set trap skill?
I don't.
Birdie does.
I do.
And I
Those
do.
two though.
Okay, you can do both the test and yours.
I've only got 5 advances in it. So.
I've got.
And I got 0
It's
successes.
past them.
Yes, pass.
That's the most successes you can get.
2
That's true.
successes, so yeah.
Always
one
looking on the
success.
bright side.
So with assists, between the pair of you, you're quite convinced you have no idea what to do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that sounds about right.
You have no idea if it requires pressure, if it doesn't require pressure, if it requires just being pushed a certain amount of strength or not being pushed. You've been pushing with a little bit too much strength indeed, because you're a little bit scared not to continue doing so on that endurance test.
Lovely.
I can.
No, 2 fails.
And walk away.
Boom.
What? Can I
1, 2,
Wait,
3,
can I not
4.
re-roll that? Fortune point.
Yeah, you can. I'm really disappointed with that roll.
5 successes.
We all get as far away as possible from her.
You know it's explosive.
Maybe on the other side of the stone door.
Well, I mean, Al, you're fast.
Mhm.
If we open the door, just run.
Not faster than a bomb.
Okay.
What's the alternative, though?
I mean, I suppose she
Is-
just throws
do-
herself backwards.
Is it pushing
But
in? Or
not
is it,
into the flame.
She's
it
pushing in.
she's pushing in. Can we not just wedge it?
Does
I mean, I know.
You don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, you can come up with lots of potential solutions, but you don't know what the correct solution is.
So what we
could
could
he absorb
Explosion.
the actuary from the explosion?
No, nowhere near.
But
He would
no.
need to. That would be the equivalent of rolling like about 700 successes on a quick roll. Now,
Could happen.
it could, and I agree. It could.
But in
I mean,
terms
you
of
might
he
explode,
knows
explode,
the
explode.
choice.
But the amount of successes required for that. He's
Could
been.
you...
He has been in the centre of a group of like 21 apprentices, all attempting to take out a fire. And between them, they sometimes manage to get it to gutter down. And that's just a fire, like a little campfire size fire. It's really, really hard.
Like this would be such a violent explosion.
Yeah, absolutely.
Could you make the explosion go a certain direction?
No, he could channel from it, but he would not be able to change its
And
direction.
But
Also,
you were
like-
channeling a lot of actuate before.
We may not have this level of scientific knowledge, right? But the flames aren't the worst part. The concussive
Absolutely
blast will
true.
be-
Yeah.
Like, you
What
can take
about-
all the flames away and she'll still die.
What about if
She won't burn.
we get some, like, I've got my hand, so I put something and we just make it longer and longer and longer. Just
Can I-
yeah.
slowly.
And can I do an evaluate? I
Oh.
know it's for value.
Evaluate, no. Evaluate.
I
is
can see a
used for
light
What
valuing
about
something's worth.
supernumer to figure out, like...
You don't have engineering.
I'm
Well,
going to
it's
have
actually
to
really
spend a
important.
fake
It's a
point.
skill you
on
just
that.
don't
I'm having to remember. Barracuda goes through stone.
Very cool.
Yes.
It does go through stone.
Stone.
Barry!
Barry
Cool!
We could.
That's an incredible idea. Yeah.
To get
what?
round to the back of it.
You just cut a
Yeah.
hole in it and then we
And
can
then
pull
see
it.
if
Or
Birdie can
if
disarm it from
there's
the back.
no thing, just set it off through the wall. Potentially.
We could just cut it away.
Yeah.
I don't understand anything of what
I-
they're saying.
I've got black powder. I know range black. I've got range black powder, so I know a little bit of how this sort of stuff works, right?
Yeah, boom. Yeah. You are correct.
But
Boom.
explosion pressure, right?
Boom. Yeah.
Yeah.
Boom. Boom. Boom.
So if we can cut a door through the side using the rune gang, step through.
What
and
could possibly go wrong?
hopefully, if it's
Love
all
it.
compressed on one side, we just cut the entire device away from the door, and
The huntsman has just died.
oh shit!
Oh.
don't know.
And that is the last piece of information that your critical provides.
Oh.
Did we leave that door open, by the way?
No, you should not.
No.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Good.
Right.
You're on
Do
the
it quickly.
inside.
I think potentially getting around the back and seeing if Birdie can disarm it from the other side.
With my tiny, tiny set trap.
I mean, it's a small chance of
Or
better
why
than none.
don't you just all leave and I'll wait for her to come in and set it off?
Sort of that works.
It might not kill her. It might
But it might
destroy
kill
whatever's.
you.
It might let whatever's in there out. Like there's
All right.
too many variables.
All right.
Oh my god, Birdie's gonna draw
The
Barracuda.
door, the
Yeah,
wall,
let's
right?
back it up.
The wall that I'm touching, is it like got fancy sigils all over it, or
No.
it's just a stone
a
wall?
It's just a stone wall. So what's the plan?
So if I come over to her,
Mhm.
like, can I? I can sometimes sense like the space on the other side of the wall.
Nothing here.
Nothing.
Sorry.
So we can't
hole.
sort of go, it's here, so
No.
we can cut a channel round the back
Yeah.
of
That would
it.
be lovely, but no.
Yeah. Okay. But I think you're onto something.
Yeah. How far along do we think?
Well, 2 feet.
Might that be a
The-
little
the-
close to whatever the explosive is?
Well, either we're going to trigger it or we're not, so we just have to take the leap of faith and go for it. You literally did a moment ago.
Right.
Well,
Who's
then
who's going to wield the sword?
Birdie.
why? The last time she wielded it, it went terribly wrong. Why?
Well, I physically can't hold it.
Just so
Alright.
you know, the
You can't
the
pick it up,
murdering
yeah.
of all the
Yeah.
mutants was nothing to do with Barakul.
I'm willing to
Attack
try
of the
again.
Eagle
I don't
was-
have St.
Yeah.
Helga's bones anymore.
Fine.
But
What was the test?
it
for that?
knocked you flying.
Yeah.
Was it cool?
If it knocks you flying here, there's one place you don't want to go.
Yeah.
We'll point you away from it.
Yeah, you can angle myself away so that I don't fly into the
El-
flames.
Somebody-
Elric grabbed it before and he just froze. So I'm wondering.
I've
We
also
don't
grabbed it and
know,
just
but
seen
also
distance.
we don't know how far away she is. Some of you should be standing at that door, waiting to see if she opens it. And
Right,
How
why go
and
do
how
that?
people-
I've got good hearing.
Right, you do that.
Okay, so you're
Elric
over
will
towards
try
the door.
and use Barakul.
Okay, so you're going over the door. You are going to do the Barakul pooling plan.
Try.
Okay, so you're going to pull off Barakul. Ha ha ha. Over there with Birdie, what are you doing while he's pulling off Barakul?
Waiting to see what happens to him at a reasonable distance because
What does reasonable mean?
out of the reach of Barakul.
Have we got?
Yeah,
Okay,
no-
good.
Not
Okay.
in melee range.
Yeah, not,
6
not
feet.
knowing
Let's
it. Yeah.
quickly before. Has anybody got any rope? Very quickly.
No.
Rope.
I don't think so.
We may have used that when we jumped 200 paces.
Well,
If we
So,
had it.
yourself, where are you
I've
going
got a
to go?
weighted net.
that might help. I'm going to.
I've got.
I mean,
I've got rope.
perhaps anyone
You've
who's
got rope.
not involved in what's actually happening
I'm
maybe
going
wants to
to
come over with
go
me.
for-
Well,
Yes.
I'm going to. If you've got rope, then we should tie the rope around whoever draws Barakul, just in case just in case it does do the throw, and then that person is at least saved from being thrown into
I was
fire.
the only one who was ever thrown by it.
Well, we don't necessarily know if there's a reasoning behind that. Well, you think you've made a hypothesis. We should test it. Nobody else has done it. Let's do it just to make sure. Come on.
Yeah.
I mean,
Elric is
Luke was
just
not
gonna-
there.
he's
He's
just
gonna walk
opening the
up
door
and draw
and
the
out
sword.
and in the other.
Time is of the essence.
And I-
Okay, so you on, you're drawing. Can I please have
Tie.
I'm
on the
opening
opposite side
of the
room,
door,
right, the
no, opening of the door, making sure the things aren't moving.
Okay, open up the door as you draw.
No, like I'm trying to do this before they draw because I want to be out the room when they draw.
Everything is alive.
I'm
and
shut-
they charge.
Shut the door! Shut the door! Shut the door! Shut the door!
Can
Shut
I
the
please have an initiative test?
Yes, you can. It's a pass.
It's a crit.
Yes. At least I'm behind the door.
Reroll. Maybe.
Okay, you can
This is all
do
my
a
fault.
dodge. Weapons not out. So do yourself a dodge.
I'm in the middle of a terrible
Yeah.
situation.
How many successes?
I mean, one, but I'm behind the door. So I
Yeah,
hope that might
okay.
give me.
I have 23.
That's a lot.
Okay, so
That
23.
door is getting hurt.
43 in total. 43 damage. Okay, as it's waiting at the gap.
Sixth sense didn't trigger.
It did not.
Oh, that's not good. How much?
Because they're not alive.
40
Yeah.
lots.
How much?
Pardon?
43.
43 damage.
43. Well, that'll be a fate point then.
Well, no, what's it take you to?
Mate.
Minus what? 'Cause
Oh,
it might
I mean-
not be.
In the teens.
In the teens, yeah, it will
Yeah.
be.
Well,
Yeah.
how much did you say? 43?
43, yeah.
Not quite the teens.
Ooh, you might survive it. What's the...
That would be Oh my god, maths. 33.
33. So 10. Minus 10.
10.
Nice then. Yeah.
10 got armour. Still
That's
take off.
I've got the armor.
So it might be...
Oh, no, have I? No, I haven't got the armor.
So 9.
So I'm taking off.
Oh, you got plate.
I haven't got my shield, so I'm taking 9 off. So that takes it to 34. I've got 28 wounds, so minus 6.
Oh, okay, that's not actually as bad. So you've got a choice. I mean, why spend a fate point when it slices through? The blade is sharp, made of glass down its entire length,
Oh,
apparently,
nice.
with odd runes, which you are weirdly aware of as your hand goes up and it slices right through that part of the arm. And it's a cut about so deep. It's far from deadly as the blade pushes forward and skims past, just undoing the edge of your blindfold as it drifts free and a cut slices across the side of your head and the blade pulls back. You're, huh! And in the background, you can see a mighty flaring flash of pink and yellow.
Ooh.
Doesn't look like they were set off by you.
Oh.
What are you doing? You're not dead, but your arm, however, is not in the best place.
I mean, can I shut the door?
You got another hand.
Shut the door and maybe with abiding faith. Yeah, that would give me wounds back.
That'll give you wounds back, yes, but you still carry the critical.
Yeah.
Totally.
And which arm is it on?
That's on your right.
Oh.
Okay, you'll be on minus, that's difficulty 2 for all tests on this arm.
Do you think?
Okay, so 2 successes required for a...
Leopold's right-handed, isn't he?
Yeah.
I feel like he would have pushed the door with his right, so his left would have been the one that took the damage, just in terms of angle.
Yeah, I mean,
It depends if it
Depends on
Because
which
he's sort
side
of,
of the
he's
door
sort
you
of
were
open,
on.
like, because he'll be sort of ready, open like that.
Well,
I think it's
he
this one,
he
yeah.
thought they might be
Guard.
awake, so
No.
he was peeking his head round like that. So
In the face then.
in the face.
well, no, but
I'll let
this
you
arm,
choose.
this is the arm that would
In
be
the
out.
face or in your right arm?
Well, right arm.
Right arm it is.
Because it would be a plus 10
And then
critical. isn't it?
slam it
Free
back
gang.
shut.
It's not like they can blind you again.
As bang, it slams shut. That's what you have as blade drawn. On your side, I would like to have.
Say anything other than cool, I'm gonna.
It's cool.
I'm gonna come at you.
It's cool.
8 successes.
Oh, sweet! As you draw.
What was all the
it.
fuss about? See.
No, he's not an elf.
Oh yeah.
It's never that simple.
No.
As you draw it,
Coming
and
for
you
you, Birdie.
feel a sudden thrum down your arm. There is a phrase when someone perhaps, thinks things that are not necessarily in their best interest. When they perhaps take a fancy for something. You draw it, and you feel like a god. Your hands wrap round it. And as you're sitting there, it's literally just drawn. But for you, an eternity of time spreads as you feel it, and you hear the shout, call, as mist rolls over you. Rolls right past your ears. And there before you is a great, enormous creature with one glowing red eye. You twist and you slice across it in the mist. It raises up and glances off the edge of its stone armor, slides down it and cuts part of it. You laugh at it. You laugh as Elric starts laughing. You laugh at it as you pull back and he stabs through the wall.
Cast it into the flames. He'll do it.
I just hope.
And you twist, but find that your blade will not move because it doesn't have a sharp edge and can't twist through stone. It literally can't. It can only push in or go up and down, and that's about it. But not from his perspective. It's gone in and it grabs hold of the blade with his great green leathery fleshy clawed hands, and it squeezes and then just pushes it out as you pull it back out again.
We'll be right with you.
And try to slice down its belly.
Doing well.
Straight down and through. There is a chance that he will hit the explosives that are set up on the other side. An entire contraption created by Pilbury.
Fucking pillow.
That guy is a legend.
It is a chance. It's going to be an entirely random roll.
I'm getting
You're
ready
just
to
rolling it yourself, Dan.
throw myself.
Yeah.
If you roll yourself a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7,
I'll kind of
you miss it.
wrap around
If
down
you
the
roll
middle
an
of the
8,
almost tower.
it explodes. If you roll a 9, not only have you missed it, you have missed it and cut a really good swathe of this stone out in a good way. If you roll a 10, you'll actually disable the trap by the way that you move through it.
Get a 10, get a 10,
Get a 10, get a 10.
Actual pressure.
10.
Can I fate our fortune point this?
Yeah.
Okay. It's a 6.
So it misses.
Just
them.
means
So
you
I won't
miss.
set it off.
Yeah, totally. As you slide down, the
How many fate
green
points have you got?
leather
I've got
splits open.
4.
And
You're gonna be
you
rolling
laugh
once, though.
in exultation as its guts spill over you.
I'm gonna risk it.
No, but what you can do is, if it goes
Are you
off.
attempting to reroll? Is that what you said? Because you can't, it's not a percentage roll. You can only
You
reroll.
said, no, he meant you can literally use a fate point
No,
to
no,
set
fortune-
the
no,
number.
fortune point to move it up
Oh,
or
to
down.
move it up
Like
or
a
down.
dice of doom.
Yeah, like
Oh,
Dice
like
of Doom.
Dice
I
of
was
Doom.
happy
So I
with
can only
that
move it
then.
to 7, which
Yeah,
is
but
still
fortune point
the
only
same.
allows you
Yeah.
a reroll.
okay,
You
okay.
would have to
One of
use a fate point to set it to
But-
10.
Yeah,
You could take a
6.
corruption point.
Ooh, no.
You got
You
like...
can take a corruption point and I'll let you fix it.
Oh! That's good.
He is like a demon, Lindsay. You're right.
I know, right? I told you.
Yes.
Yes!
Yeah.
I'm onto something.
10.
I've got a lot of
So you can fix it.
corruption limit. Yeah, so I'll fix it to 10.
Fix it to 10 as slice. The guts spill over you. Total success. On the other side, click, click. And it's made lots of clicky noises, but nothing's happened. As you slide through,
We
pull
stayed
it back,
put.
and just laugh. He rolls his body back and laughs at the heavens.
Can I just say that really sweetly? Birdie, put her, was sheltering her.
Oh, it's so
sweet.
cute.
Trying to squash
Now
us up against
quickly
the
wrestle
wall.
the blade out of his hand.
Over your side. He's pulled back. He got stabbed.
Ow!
Yep. Okay, right, yep. I'll deal with that.
Always overshadowing my heroics.
From my own little place.
I think I'm in control.
Field dressing?
You
Yeah.
go
Yeah.
for the
Yeah,
blade.
It's a free action.
I'll go
It
for
is.
help.
Do yourself a heal test.
Nice.
Bandages. 8 successes plus 2 plus 3, so 13 for you.
13 wounds back.
Does it not add your intelligence bonus as well?
Does it add my intelligence bonus as well?
Yes, it does.
Oh, more!
That'll be in
20!
That's
33 or something.
It's
22!
22. So I'm 1 wound off my
Okay,
Oh.
so quick wrap up then. It could be a lot worse. You'll be fine. You obviously still have the crit.
Still have the
you've
crit,
got
so
you've got
difficulty
plus
2.
two difficulty in that. But it does mean that there's no further bleeding there either,
Awesome.
which is great. Click, click, we're through. On your side, the creature topples. And in the background, you can hear moaning and chanting as something else comes out of the mist. These misty bog demons, they're going down 1 by fucking 1. The question is, who's the misty bog demon?
It's not me.
Wrong.
I mean, of course you're the Misty Bog Demon.
I mean, look at you, you're all misty.
Unfortunately, you did indeed roll the Ulgu result, meaning that you will attack Ulgu-based entities.
Oh, dear.
Ah.
But you can, because we've done our first round, do yourself a cool test.
Please.
I mean, I can't do much better than 8 successes.
You could crit.
It's a
You
Good
could
crit. You are 100% right. Oh. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Oh, so close. 1 success.
1 success. Right, so you got a choice. Drop or accept whatever your next vision is.
What do you mean?
Drop
Sword.
blade.
Drop it, point down. So it just keeps going.
No!
It'll stop at the hill.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
No, there's been a lot of elf bullshit recently.
Not the
It
kind!
might be time just to bring her down a peg or 2. No, of course.
Or a half leg or two.
Yeah, your legs are way too long.
Yeah, spank her with a rune fang. That's
We
one
will
way to
attempt to
go.
drop it.
It clatters down, and your senses come suddenly crashing back into this room. The burning, freezing of the flame hits the side of your face. You didn't realize that you've been walking towards it.
You may have the deal.
As you let go, and that was real.
Thank you.
What happened?
I'm picking it up and putting it
And a
away.
perception test.
What's happening out there, Lupo?
No, fail.
They're here.
Yeah, good.
They're animated, but I don't think we awoke them. I think the cultists are out there fighting them now.
So
Speaking of which, Lupo will move and bring Gerhardt with him out of the path of the door in case this other door
I'm not
explodes.
finished.
Come this way. I shall entice you with the wound.
Out of the path of
Come
the
hither.
potential exploding
To
door.
the wound.
Right. I'll pick up Barracool,
Cool
put it
test.
away. Hopefully. Oh, fail that.
How many fortune points left?
I do.
Do you wish to use it?
I do.
Bit of a shame.
I passed it.
Boom!
Yay!
You pick it up very carefully. Ka-ching. Done. Back into its scabbard.
Good job.
And then I'm going to go and hide behind, like...
Hide behind what?
Right,
Between
right.
the flame and
The flame.
the other
No.
side?
Well,
Right.
does the door open in the way or out the way?
Which
in
door?
the way we pushed it open.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if I stand at the door, whoever's coming in will have to push the door in.
Yeah,
right? So you could
towards-
hide
totally.
to
You
the
could
side
go
of the
to
door.
side,
Yeah.
sounds good. So
Look,
up
we
to the
not
doors on the other
leaving?
side.
Look,
But there is no. We haven't found an exit.
we haven't found an exit. We
Well,
just
hang
found
on,
a
Oh,
door.
you put a sword through hole, cut it down, but didn't open the door.
Oh, I thought you chopped a hole in it.
Yeah, but didn't open it up.
But there was a handle.
There's no handle.
No, it was just
No,
a
it's
just a
clicky
pressure
wall.
plate.
Yeah, just a pressure.
I mean, when
by
she
the way,
released
click,
it, did
click,
it open the
It
door?
didn't open itself, but
Yeah.
that doesn't mean it couldn't be opened.
I shall investigate that because if we think it's been disarmed.
Set trap test, please.
Yeah, I'm not going in.
Well, I want to have a little look. I'm just thinking it's somewhere we could hide.
I agree.
So 4 successes, but I only got 1 advance. so. find
Yeah, it
advances.
seems the entire door was trapped up, and then opening up on the other side, an extremely sophisticated device made of various pulleys, sand, weights, and 7 barrels of gunpowder. Okay, and on it says, "Die, you fucking cultists."
Nice.
Oh, was nice of them
Painted
to
in
label
red.
it.
This
Yeah.
keeps happening to us.
Yeah.
We're not cultists.
This is excellent for us.
Yes,
Yeah,
it
it's
is.
Yeah.
So we move these barrels
Over
next to
there.
the other door.
Yep.
And then we hide in the cubby hole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So-
then,
And then you shoot your gun.
No.
Or-
you.
Come on, give him this moment.
let's do both just to be sure.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely throwing a fireball, but still, like,
No, shoot both guns
Yeah.
and a fireball.
oh,
Yeah.
The flame wobbles slightly in the
That's not
direction
good.
of the door.
We need to get
That is
these
currently
moving.
shut.
There's flame might set them off. Let's move the barrels.
yeah.
Okay, so who is trying to move barrels? Put them over, roll, shouldn't be too hard. They are very full and heavy though. So it's going to take a
Need to roll.
strength test. The total combined successes of 6 to move 1.
For helping each other, do we have advantage?
You will have advantage. You can
7
take your time
successes.
on it. So yeah, you can grab
I
one by
failed
yourself.
by 1.
Can I
So,
add
yep.
help just because of the knowledge of black powder?
Pardon,
Well,
you
if
can
I,
strength test. So you
Yeah.
never
yeah, if I help you,
Yeah.
We could
Okay.
Advantage,
we'll
that's
just
success.
roll one together.
Alright.
Oh, we'll roll.
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm like
Yeah.
poised at this door.
Yeah.
I crit!
Wait!
No, wait. Is it stray?
Yes,
Fine,
it's-
we have time,
I
yes.
think. Oh, we
You
have
just-
time.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
no,
yeah,
no,
yeah,
no,
we're
no,
taking
yeah,
our time, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Help
7
each other out.
successes. if
Sweet,
we're taking
we're gonna
our
get
time.
Successes.
Yeah.
that's
Getting my
12
boy.
successes.
Okay, we're actually going at a pretty good
8,
pace
yeah.
here.
Successes.
Okay, so get
Five,
roll.
How many barrels did you
You're
say?
standing up.
5?
Pardon?
6.
6 barrels.
6 barrels.
Yes, total of 6. We've got 4
Yeah.
over already. So we've
Yeah.
got 2 more to
2
go.
more. Okay. Let's go again.
3 successes.
2 successes.
That is a 4.
and yeah, I've also passed, so I had. Oh no,
Okay,
no,
so-
I got more, so I got 4, so 5 successes.
5
Okay, so
successes.
5. So not quite enough between the pair of you. So
Yeah.
we're making some distance. So go for the next round because it's storing up to 6 successes.
4 successes.
Okay, so
6
you're up.
successes.
Okay, that's enough as
3,
well.
so
That's
yeah.
the last 2
Yeah.
over.
Okay.
As you wheel them over, so they're now all over by the door. You hiking it back.
Mhm.
Okay, going all the way back there is a corridor that leads up and out on the opposite side. This room here is, contrary to the story, not filled with warpstone or green glows or any suggestion that there might be large chunks of glowing nastiness in here. It just looks like a chamber.
Mm.
But some of us should be down there to set off the
Yes.
barrel.
Well, why don't
No.
why don't we put a little thing of gunpowder?
The flame
And we can-
wobbles again. And then, above the flame, a circle behind and above opens up.
That's not good.
Let's
and
go.
then falls.
Mm.
And behind is clouds of colour.
You're gonna blow it up. You're gonna blow it up.
blow up right now.
Yeah. Everybody in the cupboard.
I'm guessing.
And then the flame bellows and moves over in the direction of the door where currently all the black powder is.
Excellent. Let's go.
Well, let's set it off.
I mean, right now we don't know if we're hampering the defenders or helping. Are we helping them now? Because we can't see what's going on behind them. Can you hear them? Can you hear them? Are they fighting still?
It's roar. We're inside this room.
Listen
Oh, you're
better.
getting this.
Shouting won't help with that.
You did say you saw pink and yellow flames.
She's doing a
didn't you?
they're doing a
You
ritual.
can feel, see, sense that entire circle opening, and what lies beyond is the screaming hells of chaos.
It's
Blow
Blow
you
it
can
up.
hear
it's
it
the
coming
hells. I don't
as
yeah.
out of the top of the circle, tearing through reality, a single
Yep.
line starts
Blow it.
pushing
Blow
up.
it.
If he
Blow the
blows
barrels.
it, like lore magic, right? Like maybe the actuary will disrupt her ritual. Imagine if Magritte got something like that.
Hope.
and-
Like we
yeah.
we know. Well, we believe in the story. There's a gate, and if I'm destroying the gate.
Blow the
I
barrels.
don't think.
Yeah,
Just
fuck
blow
it,
the
we have
barrels.
one choice here.
Yeah.
So, let's just make sure that we're clear what we have to make sure that no one can then say, Andy, I didn't understand.
I think this
I
is
would like
bad.
to know where
I
I'm
think
not
this is
clear
a
where the
bad
portal
idea.
is.
Exactly.
I think this is a bad idea.
Let's make sure we've got it all.
All right.
A large circular room. One end is the door you came in by. The other end is the door that you may leave by. You're currently mostly gathered around, lest any of you...
I think we're all in that
Right.
other room.
We're in
Yeah,
the
just
other
in
room.
case it blows
That's
up.
what I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're all hiding over there. The barrels are all poised over at the door. The flame keeps guttering over towards the opposite door to where you
But
are.
not-
the
not
great
getting close
circle
enough to actually hit
has appeared above the flame
Oh, so I thought
and the onion.
I thought the flame went all the way
No.
up the chimney.
No, it doesn't. It just
right, okay.
it flames up. It's darkness up there.
Right,
It
I
just-
misunderstood.
It's going
He said it's
into
like a
the
chimney,
circle.
yeah.
The circle is above it, with the flame sitting in front of it almost. But from your angle, because you're on the other side,
Yeah.
not quite.
I'm just gonna stab it with Barracool.
It's up there. It's high.
Yeah.
I'm gonna jump.
You're
Stab
going
it
to jump
with
high,
Barracool.
and a bar is
Touch it.
breaking
I'll
out
give
of
you
the
a
top
boost.
of it. It is high. Your barrels are over on the opposite
Disrupt.
side of the room.
Yeah.
Lots of
Still,
circular
yeah.
runes
Just
on the
stuck
floor as well, gold and green.
When you say a bar is breaking out the
Yeah.
top of it, I don't understand what that means.
Circle,
Mhm.
line.
But when you say out the top,
So
is
there's
the
a
circle not horizontal? Like
No,
horizontal?
no, it's sitting at
It's
an angle.
not
so
coming
that's
down
right,
out
okay.
of it. It's crossing.
It's
the
going
open
up
portal.
out of it.
Yeah.
So very much like the tattoo you described earlier.
Yeah.
Funny
Oh,
that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, Kat.
Changes nothing. Blow the barrels. Right?
I don't know what else we can do short of
Yeah.
opening the door.
Yeah.
We have to disrupt
Yeah.
the ritual.
Worst case scenario,
We die horribly.
we die horribly.
Then we don't have to worry about any of this.
But
That's fine.
the stairs
And
go up to a.
The
Yeah.
bar, as you're
Yeah.
breaks.
Do it.
Come
And
on.
one's
Yeah.
going up
Forming
and
a
another
direct
one
ring.
breaks across.
Yeah.
The large circle, something moves in amongst all the fog,
Blow it.
in amongst all the clouds. It looks long
Come on.
and serrated.
We
Oh,
don't
that's
have
not
time.
good.
Just
Before you
do it.
do anything, I would like from everybody a cool test.
So I'll take that roll.
What if I
Four
wasn't
successes.
even looking at it? Like this is.
It doesn't matter if you're looking or not. Yep, good.
Success.
3 successes.
The difficulty is 6.
Bug
Oh,
out.
wow,
Oh,
okay.
bugger.
0 success.
Okay, so for those of you who fail,
Those
the-
of us who fumbled?
Ooh.
Oh.
Fortune point? Right, I'll get to you in a moment. For those of you who failed, excuse me while I just take a moment to giggle.
This might
Right.
be a moment
For
for you
those
to
of
say,
you who fail,
am I the bad guy,
the
Andy?
air itself feels like it's suddenly prickling with knives. Prickling. You also respond as you would respond if you were with a lover. Take that to mean anything that you wish. Because it probably means that plus some more as your body flushes. And the pain prickles across your body and then flushes down you. Birdie is quite literally blessed by the gods. Her body racked with a mixture of pain and pleasure. Plain pleasure. Pain and pleasure as she twists, racks, falls, and one leg. Do yourself an endurance test.
Nope.
Cracks badly.
One fail.
Only one fail?
Yeah.
Good. Cracks badly,
Ow.
giving you, with one fail, 1d10 damage, 9 wounds.
Okay.
You don't take off toughness bonus or anything else for that one. Okay, as it cracks badly, as she falls to the ground, sounding like she's having a really good time, really, as her bone crack, 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 crack
I'm into
against
it. It's fine.
the ground. All of you can feel it. Did anybody pass at all?
I passed.
Of course you did. Bullshit elves.
Well done. At least one of us get the head.
So if we are caught up by that, the number of successes that we didn't achieve 6 on is the difficulty of whatever roll you'd like to make.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
in your
got it.
case, how many successes did you get?
4.
4, so you got difficulty 2 on
Two.
this
Yeah.
roll.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, totally.
Does Albert think flame arrow flame arrow is enough to set it off?
He has literally no idea. He hasn't done enough pure black powder stuff to be certain. It might be. He expects so. He's heard rumors of
In
the
terms of
smallest
speed,
fires
he
enough to
knows
set
he
it
can
off.
get that out
Yeah.
Yeah.
ASAP.
Yeah.
So that'll be the first
I'm,
attempt.
I'm like away from this door on the other side of this cubby, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like as far away from Elric as possible.
do we
7
need
successes,
to,
boom, it's gone.
Do we need
Nice.
to
Okay,
roll to
boom.
like walk
And
away?
what's everybody else doing?
I'm going to
I mean,
Buddy.
trying to get further away.
Love it.
I
Okay.
don't have any choice, I assume.
No, you're just you're humming the time of my life. You've never felt this way before. As you roll around on the floor.
Could we try and drag Birdie with us?
Okay.
No, it's a good
Holding
point.
on to it.
Well, I was
It's a-
thinking just with the left hand.
Yeah, it feels a little bit like holding very small pins. Lots of pins as you hold on to it. Oh, that feels good. Yeah, get him to squeeze you more.
More of
Squeeze the
that.
ankle more. Pull. Pull you off. Pull.
Spin around and I'm like,
Stop making that noise. It's
Look,
the
your
best
bedside manner is
splint ever.
Oh, baby.
As the fire arrow arcs across the hall and hits, there is a chance that it will go off, and Elric can roll it. This is not one of your rolls, but it can be influenced if someone wants to spend, well, corruption. It's a D10.
Yeah.
If you roll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, it goes up. If you roll 8, something else happens. If you roll 9, something else happens. If you roll 10, it is exceedingly explosive.
Oh.
I will also note that there is a special potential if you roll 6.
I don't want to look, right? I'm just going to roll Sage.
Why?
Why are you making Sage look?
5.
That's like the best, right?
Yeah.
Ooh. It hits.
I'm the most average wizard in the world.
Yay!
Which is what we
And-
needed. Mediocrity. That was the key
Boom.
to success.
On the other side, the Chaos Sorceress, who is currently making relatively short work of that which she's facing.
fucking hell.
Relatively. Is halfway through when she senses the spell and its feebleness. So in her pride and arrogance, does not even try to dispel it because she has other things to deal with.
Extra fry.
Little does she realise what that tiny spell is about to do.
That's science, bitch.
No, it's magic. Like, literally magic.
No, the gunpowder.
No, it's also magic. Barrels of magic.
As it blows.
More than schlagen.
Nice.
You don't know this, but the sorceress does attempt to dispel the explosion
Oh.
and could sucid.
Oh. What? It is magic.
I wanna
Why
watch
did you
back
say
and watch
that?
every one of our faces go, ha ha ha. What?
But it will take a crit.
That'll be very
66.
No, it's 36.
boo.
As her hand twists in horror, her other hand, which is lashed up, goes, and then the flame washes over and she exults. As it also rolls over everything else in that room. Now, the question is,
There's over 1,000 Sauron, so I'm fine.
have you
15.
burnt more than 15 people?
No, just one.
No. There were many cultists.
He said stabbed, not kill.
No.
There
it's
were
different.
way more
That's
than
right.
15 there.
Oh, so we're safe.
Yeah. I was burned, yeah.
Sure, you're allowed to
Now,
argue
on
that.
your side, there's also an enormous outwards.
Yeah, I'm embraced to get to the wall.
Now, if this was an explosion that happened to be on the outside, it would extend for some 500 paces upwards. This is enough to do, and I am going to be relatively kind because you're in an enclosed place where obviously
Made of stone.
explosions.
But there is a
make it-
funnel in the chimney.
Yeah, there is.
That's true.
Yeah, most of it would go that way.
A cold chimney as well.
I'm much more interested in what happens to the flame first because I'm going to roll a die,
That's the.
and if I roll 0-1, it goes out.
Oh.
What?
You've
If
still
I
got
roll
matches,
69,
haven't you? That's fine.
something very bad happens.
Oh, no.
If I roll 66, something worse happens. If I roll 88, there is a very happy demon up there. And if I roll 99, there's an even happier demon up there.
Are there any numbers that you might roll that are good?
No.
There might have been.
It's okay. He won't do it. He's not going to do it. He's not going to do it.
64, I didn't.
Are we okay? Are we
Yeah.
okay? I
The
couldn't listen.
flame bends before the explosion, and the explosion hits it, almost like it's a palpable physical barrier between you and it.
Oh,
Meaning
thanks, Flame.
That the vast majority of it is absorbed. You only take 10d10 damage each, except for Elric, who's the closest, who takes 11.
10d10.
Is
You can roll them yourself.
and also quite resistant to flame.
Oh yeah, in
Do
your
we
case,
take
it's
our
fire
toughness?
damage.
Yeah.
Okay, so you
Do we-
might survive this easy.
Do we take our toughness?
Oh,
off?
easy.
Yeah, you'll be taking your toughness off.
Toughness off each
And
D10.
Yeah.
just roll lots of ones, it'll be fine.
So he's going to take half from being resistant.
Pardon?
Half.
No,
resistant.
quarter in your case.
Quarter.
Yeah.
So let's say
Oh,
round
no.
it up or
So
down.
it's
that's
D10s, it's not
rounded down.
D100s,
Down to
isn't it?
2 d10s.
No, you roll the whole thing, then you quarter.
Oh, I get you. Okay, cool. Right, so 11 for me.
Oh.
6.
And you pass the number.
Do we take our toughness off?
Yeah.
But not armor, presumably.
But not armor, no.
For
10.
each
I'm rolling
time
lots of
we
ones.
take-
No, it's off the total amount.
I thought
Yeah, it's off the
15.
total amount.
0 is 10. isn't
20.
it?
Yeah, 0 is 10.
28.
You rolled a 10 for your ward save. Fuck you.
Nice.
Shadows coil. Fucking elves. Elf bullshit.
Hey.
Plus
She
one crit.
feels. She,
Plus
Plus
one
one
crit
crit.
over there,
she
love it.
thinks she might be
48
invincible.
wounds quartered, so
It's
12
12
wounds.
Yep.
Question.
Oh, I'm
Yes.
fucking-
This is
think I haven't enough
definitely
wounds.
going to
right.
Too much
be
toughness,
way
I'm-
too high.
Yeah, it's
But
only
she
ended up
rolled
to
an
plus one crit.
8
Oh, nice.
1, 2,
For
3,
Oh.
for her divine
Seven.
servant.
oh, then yeah, divine servant will absorb it.
Jesus, I'm doing really badly on this. 1, 2, 3.
Give me a moment while I consider that. Because she also has a word save under particular things if it causes her a fate point. Nice.
So
I'll
for
get to that in a
reference,
moment.
Elric took 6 wounds from that.
The thing is, I
Such a
actually
bright wizard.
only would have taken like 30 something, and I would have been just still standing. But
10,
I'm not.
20, 30,
His retinas are burned to shit, but
40,
he's 6 wounds. He's fine.
50,
50.
59. Minus my toughness.
Yeah, minus your toughness.
53.
And how many wounds do you have?
I have 30.
Don't think you needed to count that high.
Have you lost wounds?
Yeah.
Like before this?
Yeah.
how's it going over there, Gerhard?
Minus 55 crit.
This literally just happened. It was something happened in this chamber.
Right, so
So-
let's
Clearly,
let's take each of these in turn.
me and Birdie have been hit massively.
Yeah,
So
totally.
I was
And the
fixing a
father's
leg, right?
clearly
Yeah.
moving around the corner.
I was dragging them.
Dragons.
So like they took the blow.
Everything else that rolls over them
Yeah.
and shields up you.
Yeah.
Your shield probably theirs, it just rolls up over it. Love it. As you collapse down, the flames wash over you. Are you spending a fate point?
If it's
It
that,
definitely is your last one, isn't it?
it is my last fate point.
Ooh.
But I'm gonna have to.
Yeah, you're
aren't
gonna,
I?
yes. And the fate point over there.
Is it your last one? No.
This will be my last one.
Ooh.
It's always us, isn't it?
Yeah, tell me about it.
Not yet.
Are you going to spend your fate point on their behalf? Because you have one.
Well, so I was considering it.
Mhm.
When you say their behalf, that means it would cover both of them, right?
No.
Let's just
you have to
phrasing.
choose.
You
Worth
phrased
a
it.
try.
Oh,
Oh, it'll be Gerhardt every
It's
time.
Gerhardt.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah.
but still, at least
Well,
pretend like it's a
Well,
Sophie's
the
choice.
thing is, right, I don't know if I
Come
should...
on, play up the tension here,
Sorry,
Lindsay.
sorry. But should I not wait until he has none, like... I think
Spend
so.
spend it on a death. rather
Yeah,
than-
so I'm not going to spend
Particularly
it.
because he's also doomed. So even if he dies when he doesn't have one left,
He's
if it
got a
doesn't
save.
match his
He's
dooming,
got
he
a
might
save.
save it.
I
And
don't.
also,
No
it
doom
gives
there.
me a fortune point every day.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm not
so
going
spend
to spend
after
it yet.
rather than
Yeah.
before. That
Yeah.
does make
I
sense.
have spent
Okay,
my fate
so-
point.
Down flat. I do believe you're also over.
Fine, no, she got
Yeah,
a fox
I-
eye.
But
Oh, no,
first,
divide circle.
Oh,
yeah,
well, you were
divide
gonna
we
circle,
said we
divide
take
circle.
this one at a time.
Okay, yeah, divide circle. So in your case, you see the fire rolling up, and just for a moment, catch it. You duck down, twist, and then just stop. Unlike Ladriel, you stand in the centre of the mists, and it rolls through you.
That's pretty badass.
That's really
And
cool.
you can't believe that worked. Literally can't believe that worked.
Joros would be so proud.
Choros would be so proud right
not
now.
that he let her know that.
No.
On your side,
Uh-huh.
you're down, the fire rolls over, and you fall into the stone. And for a brief moment, just for the briefest of moments, you're in the middle of a plain. A big open plain, an open sky. It's filled with grass, long grass that just extends to eternity in the distance. There's some mountains, the occasional outcrop. On top of one of the outcrops, there's a cat. He's looking at you. Okay, that's an unfair description of this Moggy. It's a proper Scroggins. This thing is scruffy as fuck. One of its eyes is the other eye is a little bit. But nevertheless, it somehow manages to look proud with all of its patchy, worn fur. Mangy, not the nicest looking
It's
kitty.
a good kid.
And then suddenly you're on the other side, and you can smell the heat in the air, and you have no idea what just happened.
Yeah.
Do I go down to 0?
Oh, spare fate point. You're fine.
Oh, okay, cool.
Fine. In fact, everyone's spare fate point. You're fine. Flame was clearly caught up, mostly, by the enormous flame on the other side. Fire, meet ice.
No, just patting himself down.
Just a very quick. I'm gonna just try some bullshit because I can. As a member of the Swordfishies, and to have some innate like magical bits, is it possible that at that moment in time I had a little bit of an actually trigger and just went, "Oh, I'll do it too," just to maybe take away some of those things?
No.
Robert?
Alright, so
I have another question.
Uh-huh.
Technically, Divine Servant, I don't need to use a fate point. It just activates if I roll an 8.
yes.
But if it wasn't enough, I'll still use it.
Yes, you use the fate point. Yeah. Okay, so here we go. I am now rolling to see what happens to it out there.
I'm ready. To
It also has a ward fate save.
Oh.
typical.
It is
Better than mine.
no, but pain means nothing to it.
Yeah.
Lies. That was a frickin' one.
I mean, pain may mean nothing to it, but
the pain means
incineration.
Nothing. Exaltation, fried, evaporated, dead, along with pretty much everything in that. Well, literally everything in there. Is the whole room rolls with fire, spreads upwards, up above. I'm now going to roll for the flame there.
Good use of corruption.
The flame at the bottom didn't go out. But what about at the top?
Oh, fuck.
Awkward.
That's okay.
It's not our part.
Let's
the
find out.
volume.
Exactly the same as before.
They'll have a clicker like on a
Fuck, I thought that
cooker.
was it. 65. Oh, I was literally about to go. Ah,
Do you want to take some corruption points from us?
yeah. No. The open circle with the cross and the sinuous C shape that was just forming fractures. The sorceress is dead. Cracks. Dead. And a claw, long and thin, pushes through and breaks off.
Oh no.
As it chunk goes and falls into the flame to who knows what.
Worth a fate point.
And everything turns silver again. So, just so we get an idea of what we've done there, you took out an entire cultist mesh. The whole lot!
Just a normal day, right?
That had already defeated the purple hand. Holy shit!
Glorious heroes.
I mean, you say we did it. Pillberry.
Yeah.
Holy shit! Of all the results I expected, that wasn't high on the
Pillberry.
Oh man!
Nobody's more surprised than us, Andy.
I would like an endurance test from everybody, please.
Oh.
I do still have a +1 crit to result as well.
Oh yes, +1 crit. You're just burned. You've got a burn. So let's put it on the same arm so we can just take. I'll just stack and speed the same. Might put it too difficult. It's not going to change.
Oh, do it change? Okay.
So you basically you've got yourself a burn on the arm. A big red burn. Probably put your hand up to defend yourself again.
Because
Makes
that's
sense.
the free hand.
Yeah, totally. That makes sense. So just
Maybe you
burn.
just held us up instead.
5, 4,
5.
5, 1,
5.
5.
0 success.
That's good. This is our journey up. You don't know what the nature of this particular path up is, where it goes to, how long it's going to take. You don't know if you're going to get up there in time. You don't know whether you're going to be up there the next day, not the next day.
I take it my leg's not broken now then.
Broken? The leg wasn't broken?
No, because you didn't get crits, you just got wounds.
Yeah,
So it just bent the wrong way.
It was more crack, crack, crack.
Oh,
Balls
right.
crack.
Rather than
Yeah.
bones
Yeah.
breaking.
You didn't actually get a broken bone.
I thought it was kind of splintered.
That's what you lost.
Yeah,
That's what you
yeah.
lost your.
Yeah.
That's what you lost your wounds on.
That was it.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, yeah, that'll do it.
So you had not much time to fix
No, that's
that.
Give you time to walk
was
it off
trying.
as you make your way up. You have another thing possibly to do. And
Yes,
for
we do.
all one is excited at the idea of sitting down and investigating this weird place or whatever, we possibly have something else that we need to resolve. And Marguerite is up there holding on to a demon.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to roll for Marguerite.
Oh.
Go on, Mark.
Marguerite.
my love.
You can do it.
Right, she's it's an extended test, and I've got to get. So you've been down there for that. Let's see. So she's held it until now, at least. And yeah, she's got. Whoa, interesting. So she's critted, which means now this would have been bad if you were there, but you're not. But her guide is.
Well,
So-
he's 10 minutes away.
Yeah.
No, he went back.
Yeah, but
because he's sitting close by. He doesn't want to be anywhere near the huntsman. He doesn't want to be by himself down there either. Yeah, he's gone all the way back. Not that you know what that means, but guide is in the local vicinity. Right.
Inadvertently helped escape him.
Up the stairs we go. We need a total of each 15 successes on our endurance tests. Okay, adding it on top of the one that you just passed.
Oh.
So 4.
0.
If you've got 0, no, wait a minute. 50 success. Sorry, on each roll, add your toughness bonus. Okay,
Okay.
so you might do it in like a couple of rolls. So add your
And
toughness bonus.
Tenacious, if you
And
want to take it
Tenacious
as
will
written
double
now
your
as
successes.
a boon.
Correct.
I've hit it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did
Figured
you
would.
say 15?
Yes.
I hit it on my,
Six.
on my
Good.
first roll.
Oh.
Plus 6, 12.
Yeah, because it added to 5 from before.
12.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And
yeah.
your
So
toughness
I meant
bonus.
the
And my
original
toughness
roll.
bonus, yeah.
And
It
then
did 9 first.
I mean, in your first one. 15 successes, first go.
Well, I mean, 5 plus 5 plus 5.
Yeah.
Why 3 plus 5?
Because I had a 5,
5.
and
What's your
then
toughness bonus?
which is 5,
10.
and then I rolled a 5 successes.
That is
So it's actually 20.
That's 10, isn't it?
That's 15.
That's 15.
because you said to add a toughness, but
So your toughness bonus.
She
plus
rolled
successes.
5 successes, the
So
first,
that's 5.
the first one.
So it's all be the second roll then.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah,
So the
yeah,
first
yeah,
roll
yeah,
is
yeah.
the
The
one-
first
I
roll
think you
that
did
we
it
now
first roll.
did.
That's the
That's
exact
it.
same thing that
That's
we're
all I
doing.
meant.
Yeah,
No.
same as we. Yeah.
So I didn't
Yeah, I
realise
mean-
that you were counting that as
Yeah.
the first roll. So
Yeah.
second roll. Good.
Yeah.
so yeah.
20.
I,
I'm there.
So second roll, third
Second
roll,
roll, I'm there.
second roll, second roll,
third roll.
third roll. Okay, so we're going to move it to the slowest pace. Obviously, makes sense because you're like got really bad.
I'm very bruised, and to be honest, I'm craving a cigarette. It's odd.
What you doing?
Thou shalt fall under the weight of thine own gold.
The way I know.
Gold.
Gold.
Yeah.
Interesting. Consider that one.
Would you like how I actually did that as well?
Up we go. Where does this come out? Now, fortunately, Birdie is quite used to the tail end of these sort of tunnels. So she can,
Why are you asking about my dooming, Andy?
You've got no fate
no
points
fate
now.
points left.
I know.
If you have no fate points left, your dooming starts to happen around you.
Oh, does it?
Yes.
Oh, that's really interesting.
Means
Okay.
gold's going to fall from the sky. That's fantastic.
Nice.
Yeah.
So we just need to walk around holding a
Often
bucket over his head.
Metaphorical.
Yeah, like what happened to Spengler?
Metaphysical.
Yeah.
That's good to know.
It'd be funny if Spengler tripped and fell and killed him.
Your own goal.
Bump.
Birdie, as we get closer and closer to the service, you break out into
Oh, I
a
know this
tunnel
place.
you know. You
Yeah.
actually know it. It's
Yeah.
moved in directly into the sewers. You are in the north of the city,
Right.
and all you need to do is go down here, along, up a bit, and you're at a manhole that's always left open by the Skaven.
Perfect.
Okay, so you're in the perfect place. Anyone who has not been through the sewer jack career, can I please have an endurance test?
The air smells sweet.
3 successes.
No, it smells
5
disgusting.
5 successes.
I've been through the surgery.
Yes, you have.
3.
We're good. Stinks.
Nobody
We're
vomits.
okay.
That's all.
It stinks. It's horrible down here. As you make your way along sewers, and with Birdie's guidance, you know exactly where to go. This is, after all, her home turf.
Nice.
And you break free into the... Is it sunlight? Moonlight? Moonlight. It's night.
Oh,
I am going to randomize, taking into account everything you've done, what time it is.
We're not here in fireworks.
1, 2, 3,
Yeah.
4. We've hit here before midnight. 5, midnight. 6, it's after midnight. 7, 8, oh no. 9, holy shit, everything's gone wrong. 10, you're too late.
There's way too many bad results.
Yeah.
It's 50-50.
But for portent, this is almost certainly going to be 5.
It's not even fucking 5, it's a 3.
Yay!
oh, we're so lucky tonight.
Yeah, you've done pretty with crits
Don't-
and everything, so
Don't ruin it.
we're up,
Yeah.
we're early, and
wood.
given the tower, I will actually, just because it's fun, as you break free into the night air, you hear the bells chime a quarter to the hour. You don't know which hour, but you're not far from the Temple of Sigmar. It's enough that if you go around the corner from where you are, you'll be able to see the tall tower and the clock where the Temple of Sigmar keeps its time.
Potentially the sniper.
And potentially the sniper. You don't know about that one. Can't believe you made it up in time. That being the case, as you make your way up onto the main streets, all the crowds have already moved out and down towards the park near the centre of the city because they want to see the illuminations, the last illuminations of the carnival. The streets here are not empty, but they're close to, given that it's carnival time. Everybody's out with their drinks. They're down there wanting to watch wizards flying through the air, big, huge dragons, loads of other cool shit. What time is it? It's 11:45.
Oh, wow.
Well, there's a horse that really
Frickin'
likes
dice.
oats.
It could have been 5 too. It could have been the hour. We have 15 minutes now. Where we are in the north of the city, you are not more than about 5 minutes away from the palace gates if you want to go there. You don't know where you're going or what you need to do, so that's entirely up to yourself.
We heard that the Graf would go
To the
see,
park.
like
To
that
the-
would be the only time he'd leave to go see the fireworks. So probably the park. How
Yeah.
far away is the park?
The park is about half an hour away from here.
What? And do you think
There's some horses in
What-
the stables.
Okay.
What about the guy's house?
Dagmar's.
Dagmar's house.
Okay, that's back over on the main square, past the square to the grass. So that's about 10 minutes away from here.
But Dagmar is going to be where the graph is.
Is that in the direction of where we'd be going for the fireworks?
No, it is not. It is 90
it's
degrees.
too late?
Yeah, indeed.
Yeah, it does feel too late for Dagmar's.
Yeah.
So the first thing you need to be certain of, and in fact, there is a way to be certain of, and that
Is the graffin? Is the flag up?
bing, 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 and the flag is up. He's in the palace.
He's in the palace.
He has
Right.
not gone to the fireworks.
To the palace. then.
Okay, to the palace.
Well done.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've got about 14 and a half minutes
Mm.
before you know he'll start. He won't attempt it till it's the 9th day.
Yeah.
And he's going to deal with a demon that's currently trapped downstairs. I didn't do the last roll to see for when you came up. That's currently trapped downstairs.
So yeah,
Probably.
yeah. He doesn't We don't know if he knows that the demons.
You don't know anything.
don't
You have
know.
no idea.
We can presume by now he's
To the
probably tried to
palace!
summon it. But yeah.
What's our plan?
Alan, how good a shot are you
Why?
in comparison with humans? Just how good are you?
Or middling?
Middling. That's not good enough.
But we do know of a very good shot.
Right. Well,
Yeah.
here's my question: could you harm the graph enough with an arrow from range?
No. That's far too
Right.
dangerous.
Where
No,
will
it's
where
not.
will Dagmar be if he's doing he'll be with the he's
What are you doing? Are you
We're
just
heading
sitting and
towards
the
chatting?
palace.
We're
Going
moving
to the palace.
Planning.
we don't have time
Okay,
to
so as
plan.
they're saying, so you're heading off at speed. Are we running or we walk?
Yeah, we're running.
Yeah. Because
Athletics test.
the more time we have when we get there.
Oh, crit!
Oh, nice.
2
4
successes.
What are we doing?
Athletics
Running.
Yeah, 2 successes.
test. That's sweet.
We're running.
I passed.
Yeah,
Only
good.
one success, but I passed.
Yeah.
5.
Cool. As we're pelting along, you can get you got a good crit. You can tear off ahead if you wish to do so. Up ahead, you can see that
Probably only pace the same as all of them.
guards are excitedly, constantly flicking their heads up towards the sky in the hope of seeing something extraordinary about to happen. There are 2 Knights Panther and 2 state soldiers here. There are only 4 guards sitting on, but the way is blocked by the very fact you're not supposed to come in here. Does anyone have a way to break into a palace? Like a favour that they... Oh, no, you cast that in.
Get arrested.
We do have something that cuts through walls if we can go around the edge of it and make a door if we can stay sane enough to do it.
That is very true. What's the plan? You are at the front, you may, so you're the first one who can do anything if you wish to do so.
Surely Elemental is just as fast.
You critted. You're
Oh,
way ahead of her.
Wow, I'm faster than an elf today.
Yeah, I do have 1 higher movement than him.
No, she critted. She's way ahead.
Anyway,
I'll be like, I'll go there pretending to be some kind of servant, try my best, and be like, I have a message for Lord Vasimir. Has he been through?
Well, Vasimir, good run. Do yourself a charm test.
Nice.
yeah.
Do you have bladder?
I do not.
Okay.
Key skill.
It's a talent.
Oh,
Key talent.
I'm actually really bemused by this roll.
5
in
successes.
terms of what it means,
Nice.
because clearly someone is upset. They fumbled on a 66.
Oh.
That's really interesting
Yeah.
because that's telling a story.
Yeah, thanks.
So
Yeah.
that's really interesting.
Yeah.
As the guard looks at you and says, yeah,
Has he?
he went through just, and from the side, hey, no, but he went through just like, what, a few moments, like 5 minutes there ago.
Is there someone who could bring him back? I have a really important message.
Yeah, I'm not bloody going. He says, I'm not going. There's no way I'm going to miss bloody. He says, well, I'm not bloody going out either. Call Sergeant. Sergeant will come down. Oh, I'll bloody go get him then. And off he goes in.
Nice
She's
one.
just standing there as Alamena wife arrives and she's just sitting there.
He's coming here.
That's okay.
What are we? We'll say that really quietly, like, what are we?
Just getting in, right?
Doesn't he know us?
No, I meant like, why is he coming? Like,
The guard has been kind enough to get Lord Vasimir so we can give him his message.
message, that's good.
As the rest of the party of servants arrives,
Very
the
smart
servant,
clothing.
the servant wizard, the half beaten up people that, hey, he fumbled. So I'm willing to live with it.
Seems legit.
Seems legitimate. As he goes up
Festival
there,
after all.
he is no longer for this world.
Oh.
As in the distance, you feel the flash of dark. It's powerful as well. It's not one you even need to test for. Oh, but not true because you might roll a double.
Oh.
You need to roll a 12. Oh, no, you don't have second sight.
No.
I did not roll a double. 69.
Oh no!
You rolled a
Interesting.
triple.
Interesting. This is a night. as you feel the flash in the distance, some distance on the inside of the walls. Obviously, these mundanes are not going to be able to sense anything, but that has happened.
He's just cast something.
Full rank.
Yeah.
I
Time.
don't have rank here.
Do I recognise either of the Knights Panther?
What
are their helmets?
Okay, well, neither of these are B or Om.
Yeah.
That one over there is admittedly a beastman, but not a beastman of your ilk, and that one there, Wrigley mutant. Yeah, no. Neither are ones that you know.
Knights Noble.
Yes.
Can I go do... Look, listen. Things are not necessarily all good right now. We sort of need to get through into the palace almost immediately.
Doctor.
I'm a doctor.
Stefan's doctor.
But also there are other things going on that need to be sort of dealt with now. Either you can come with us, or you can let us through, but we need to go in. And I'm just going to use Etiquette Nobles. I'm just going to do the charm test and just get the one on it.
I do have a question first, though.
Okay.
As he says, who are you?
Just-
I want an immediate answer.
Just
No pause. If you
Yep, fair
pause, you pause.
Gerhard of House Youngfreud.
Good. Do your test, please.
Crit it.
I gotta show you my roll.
Reroll.
Look what I rolled.
I can't see it.
Is
Is
it
it a
bad?
66? That's an 8. And that's an 8. It's an 88.
What did you roll?
I'm going to reroll it because I did 95, and that's that.
Oh, it's just even better.
Oh,
What did you roll?
100.
Can I just... I was going to just take the one charm test on Etiquette Nobles.
Gerhard. You can.
Can I do that
you
after the
you
roll?
get the fumble too. Yeah, you get both. You get both results. You can re-roll. if
Yeah.
You want to take a corruption. Take a corruption.
Dude,
Think how
what are you
good
doing?
it felt when you were down there under the ground. You feel good.
I've got enough.
You can do this.
You've got enough.
You
You
can
can
do
do it.
this.
Yeah, I'll do it.
You can
I've
do
got
it.
enough.
Re-roll. Take a corruption point. Does it take you over any thresholds?
No, it does not.
Good. One corruption point for you.
Right. I don't
Come
know if
on.
it's any good.
Come on.
But it's not a fumble.
Good
So
or bad?
It's a fail just, but I'll just take the one success.
You get success.
Charms.
I get a fumble.
Okay, excellent.
An actual fumble. As he. Look where I escort you up. Unbelievably,
Thank
you're going to
you.
get escorted up by
Absolutely
Knights
perfect.
Panther
Yes.
into the palace. The
Brilliant.
question is, will you get there to where he's going in time?
Can I? Right.
Where would we?
So, where are we in relation to that folly in the garden?
Miles away.
Oh, okay, fine.
It's all the way over there. Palace. A long hike over to Folly.
Okay, fine.
Following the Knights Panther after, making your way up. Now the question is, where's he going? Where do you think he's going?
find the graph.
Graph. Okay, so where are you going to tell them to send you to?
He's looking for the knight.
Tristram, which
Yeah.
means he's going to the princess because he doesn't know the knight's dead yet. So we need to go to the princess.
What?
I'm
Yeah.
also
And also,
making...
she'll then let us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's the best. She's the
Yeah.
only person we know in the palace who can get us anywhere.
Yeah. I'm also
Assuming
walking...
she's here.
Oh, she's maybe at the fire. Oh no, she'll be at the fireworks.
Is not here.
Yeah.
Her flag is not up.
Oh, she's not here. Right. In which case, then we go to.
Is there a
graph.
flag
graph.
for
The
the
graph.
graph?
graph?
Like
Straight to
Stefan
graph.
and stuff as well?
We go to the
Because
graph.
it's always up, yes.
With
Yeah.
the strength of the channeling of Dar,
Mhm.
can you pinpoint it, or was it so
It's
strong?
in that
that's
direction.
Kind of,
Yeah, it's up in the palace. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, he's going to go to the graph. This guy.
Yeah,
okay,
straight.
so where are you? That's
The graph.
The graph.
Graph.
And I'm
Right.
always going to stay like just a micro step in front of the Knights Panther.
You don't know where you're going.
Doesn't matter. You can sort of blag it.
Yeah, you'll occasionally take a step the wrong way.
As you pass by one blockade of state soldiers, another blockade, the actual Wolf Guard from the company took past those, past 4 Knights Panther who do not look happy to be on duty all with their helmets off. They would much rather be out there, down there, watching the awesomeness that is the fireworks. As you make your way across there, and the first firework goes off.
Because
Across the sky.
he can't do his
As
thing till just
two
after
wizards
midnight. So.
fly up right after it.
Oh my god!
Trailing blue flame behind it. As blue flame spirals around in different directions behind him, and then red follows orange, follows green, follows blue. As he flies round and creates a great flower in the sky as another 2 go off. And another 2, and another 2. And the knights don't give a fuck anymore about whoever's passing by. Your 2, one of them has given up already. You could do it, can't you? The one who fumbled. And we'll see you through as you make your way into the palace. Now, the man himself. In there. I'm going to roll die to determine how quickly he gets there. I'm going to keep it nice and random. On a 1 to a 6, he's slow. 7, also slow. 8, 9, and 10. You're way too late.
Are we way too late?
We'll find out next time, I reckon.
Have we seen a body?
No.
No.
Gone.
But there would be remnants of Dar in the area.
Yes, there would. As you make your way into the building, up the swooping stairs. And at the top of the swooping stairs, a great stained glass window in the background with a huge wolf on it. Explosions of colour in the background. It's him. It's him. Fortunately, he's not alone. Because right in front of him is the graph. 2 Knights Panther are on the ground to either side of him. Black coils
Jeez.
wrapped around his neck.
Okay, that's good.
Held. He is held like so. Because the bell hasn't quite chimed 12.
Get him!
And we will leave it off there.
Oh!